Live and direct, man. Pat Train, and it's going down, man. Solo DWA.
What's up, man? Shout out to Miami Sports Music.
Hey. It's the new anthem for the new era. Fins up.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw it up. Throw your foe up in the sky. Throw it up. Let them know that we gon' ride. Where you from? We be reppin' worldwide.
BWA, stay loyal till we die.
What is the come up? We been down for a minute. This the come up. We been reppin' that consistent. This the come up. Now the world gotta feel it. Reppin' so loud, whole world gotta hear it.
New era.
Dolphins on the clizzard. Tick, tick, tizzard. Till we reach the tizzard. This a never stizzard. Reppin' till we drizzard. So low D, I be reppin' with this hip hop. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Ain't no more relying on fits. It's time for Tua to get us lit. That's why we got Waddle at 6 and Jalen Phillips is a brick at 36. We got Javon Hollins, Madden hit stick. Eichenberg protecting hips. 2 whole years and he ain't slipped. Run along, he got that gritter, triple threat, he so legit. Garner Coleman, Jared Dokes, the 7th round was such a gift. That's why we toast, that's why we sip, that's why we reppin' MSM. Miami sports music, don't confuse it, don't abuse it. Unless you want a new contusion, real talk, ain't no illusion. Solo D started a movement, MSM the institution. TD Fins the contribution, yeah, we started a new unit.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
MIAMIDOLPHINs. Where do I begin? I've been rapping since a kid. If you rapping, then we can.
BWA, if you reppin', then we can.
Welcome to Percival. We asking what would Shula do? He would take the narrative and spin it like a hula hoop. He say let it Coach Flow. Coach Flow gon' do his thing and he gon' bring it to it in and to it. Come and change the game. Watch the squad ball out. Got the fans all excited. Coolers out. Grills on. Got the tailgate ignited. It's the Aqua One Society. They know we stay united. DWA. We be down and start a riot. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Who that?
So low D.
Tight as hell. So good. But that's how we put it down. We put it down every time. When it's time to show up for the fans, we out here. You dig?
They know it's coming. Yeah.
We out here with it, man. Let's go, DWA, man.
Hard times, can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest shit of all time. I'm feeling like I'm shooting. Play perfect like I'm shooting. Put working like I'm shooting. Undefeated like I'm shooting. Play perfect like I'm strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side. It ain't about winning, it can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind. Strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side. A savage side, it ain't about winning, it can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind like Shula. Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us. We are not the same, don't confuse us. Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us. Don't confuse us. Hard times. Can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest shit of all time. I'm feeling like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Put working like I'm Shula. Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Hard times. Can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest shit of all time. I'm feeling like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Put working like I'm Shula. Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Who that? So low. So low. Rest in peace, Don Shula. Still perfect.
Hey, what's up? Y'all know who it is, man. It's the Dolphins D. We already in here. Ready to turn up this year. We gon' get it.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium.
We gon' defend. Homie, this Zaha. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this Zaha. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. I got the whole squad with me now. Train to go. Come play games if you want to. Try to crash eyes, you done took the wrong route. We gon' crash in you like a stunt dude. Check y'all like 1, 2. Tap your head like your uncle. You wanna ride, stay buckle. It get loud down here, get wild down here. Turn the field to a jungle. Never disrespect the squad that's defended by a line. And some beasts on the feast on opposition. Another line in the back, singing to the ER. Just in case you got through the first line with tripping. But if for some reason it get crazy, I got watchers on the corner for my safety. Everybody here well coached. Change the weather under pressure, stay cool like an AC. Woo! But we still make heat. Woo! What is you trying to play me? We be 3+ AD, but I'm a fool so low. Can't nothing break me. Be great, only way to do great things. Hit hard, only way to make a statement. Come up in our territory, make a payment. Or be in debt with your neck. Gotta play. We gon' defend. Homie, this Zaha. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad.
Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on this Spread Kindness Friday. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Hey, y'all, it's Spread Kindness Friday. Y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know that it was Spread Kindness Friday? I'm super excited to be hanging out with your boy. Cameron 954 is in the building this morning. Before I bring my man Cameron in the building, you know I got to do some housekeeping stuff. So let me get started with that. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. Hit it. Tap it. Whatever you got to do to it, just make it happen. Like, subscribe, and subshare. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys do that right now. Go ahead and if you're on Twitter, the Twittersphere, go ahead and tweet, retweet. Let people know that we're here. Let people know that Spread Kindness Friday is in to stay in, and I am super excited about it. Also, if you haven't done so already, sign up. Become a member of the family. In my Vin Diesel voice. Family. Make sure you guys do that right now. Sign up. Become a member today. In the description below, there's a link to join. I want to see 2 new members today. Can we get 2 new members today? Can we get 2 new members today? I need the current members. Help me get 2 new members. Recruit. Okay, we're a family. Family. All right. If you guys want to also donate to the channel and help the channel grow, there's 3 different ways to do that. You guys can use the YouTube live super chat, which is the dollar down at the dollar sign down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can hit that. Or if you guys go to the description below in the link, there's 2 links there for PayPal, MSM Podcast Network, as well as Cash App. By the way, those QR codes that are on your screen, if you pause the screen, you guys can do that. Those QR codes work. They take you right to the link to donate. I tell people all the time there's less fees that come out of PayPal and Cash App. So, hey, you know, if you guys donate, I don't care if it's $1. It goes to helping the channel grow. And I got a lot of announcements coming up next week that are going to be huge. And I'm going to tease some of them today. We got some big changes coming up here at the MSM Podcast Network that I think y'all are going to like. Got some new content coming out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Also, Tail Greeter. Shout out to Tail Greeter. Tail Greeter's been our sponsor all year long. Love him to death. Cannot say enough nice things about Nick and the whole gang over at Tail Greeter. The football season might be over for us, but it's not over out in the world. So I know a lot of you live all over the country. If you guys are going to be going to any sort of sporting event or anything, make sure you go to tailgreeter.com first and check out what Tail Greeter has in store for you there. Okay? Definitely want to see it. Level 2 Noob said, he signed up. We got a new member of the family. What's up, Level 2 Noob? Signing up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome, man. There's one. Can we get one more? One more new member. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, look, hey, as we do on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network on the #1 Miami fan morning show each and every Friday, it's called Spread Kindness Friday. Why is it called Spread Kindness Friday? Because my handle, Stephen D, SKPL, spread kindness, positivity, and love. I don't think there's enough kindness, positivity, and love. And so what I like to do on Fridays is I like to do that. I like to spread a little kindness, positivity, and love. And I like to tell people, hey, look, this weekend, if you're out and about or you're just laying on the couch, you haven't talked to somebody in months, make sure you tweet out. You never know what somebody's going through. And so that little bit of kindness is always a good thing. I'm just saying. So, all right. I got to bring in my man. I miss this guy. You have no idea how much I miss this guy. I don't know if he has an idea about how much I miss this guy. But we're going to find out right now to see if he missed me at all. He might not have missed me at all. Cameron, what's up, Cameron?
New YouTube. Who this?
Who this? Who this? What's up, baby?
What's up, Stephen D? What's up,
Cameron?
What's going on? Good morning. You sound better, feel better?
Like I tell people, I have not gotten back to 100% yet. I'm about 90%. And I still have the pinched nerve in my back, but I'm here.
Off-season work needs to be done, bro.
I'm here.
We're going to work on you.
We're going to work on me? Am I going to be a totally different kind of person by the time I come back next year?
Yeah.
Who is
just
this
like
guy?
The Dolphins franchise.
Oh, my God. We're going to get into all that, man. How you been? What you been up to? It's been – what I really want you to do first is obviously you haven't really been. You've been on the show a couple times, but I know you made a post on Facebook and Instagram about this past year. I really want you to just do a quick spiel about this year in East 32. Shout out to Frank Mendez. 2 new members this morning. I said I wanted 2 new. We got 2 new.
Hey, we got 2 new in the first 10 minutes. How about 2 more? Let's go.
All right, double it. Double it. I ain't mad at you.
Double down Friday.
Double down Friday. I like it. Cameron, the floor is yours, man. I know you had a big year this year.
It was an awesome year. East 32 Dolphins tailgate. We've been doing our thing since 2007, when I became a season ticket holder in 2007. And if you guys do the math, that means very little playoff game experience in my season ticket holder tenure, or wins, or home wins for that matter. But that being said, man, we have grown from 10 people surrounding a little Weber charcoal grill in the pay lot to partnering with Tail Greeter this year and bringing us fan clubs, Dolphin fan clubs from around the country, visiting fan clubs from around the country, providing, the pregame experience that's second to none out there in row 209 between what we're doing at East 32, which is, technically under the East 22 orange sign, and the East 12 crew down the row on 209. There's no better fan experience at Dolphin Stadium at Hard Rock in my eyes. I know the West 12 guys do their thing, and that's a whole nother separate thing. But on the east side, for Dolphin Stadium, all the deep end folks and all the visiting and Dolphin fan clubs and visiting team fan clubs, we're the spot. And it started off, I think we had Buffalo at home, and then fan club weekend came a few weeks later. We hosted around 400 people for fan club weekend, all our Finlaws from around the country and the world. We had quite a few people from London. We had about 60 people from the Mexico Dolphin fan club. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But it was really exciting. We hosted the Charlotte fan club for the Panthers game. We hosted the Roaring Riot, which is the Carolina Panthers fan club.
Mm-hmm.
We hosted a Ravens fan club. It was just a lot of fun. And we expanded our features. We added a live DJ this year. Our merchandise sold out. I think I have like 4 shirts left and 1 sweatshirt out of all the pieces that we had produced this year. So overall, it was a success. We're looking to be bigger and better next year, and we're retooling. Let's say.
You had a pretty cool guy doing pregame shows out there too. I don't know his name. Right?
We had this guy, we had this cool backdrop and stuff, and it was Stephen D. And he came out. We did some live stream from the tailgate, and I think that was awesome. You guys partnered. We partnered with Dirty Sportswear and did some live Friday Spread Kindness Fridays from the Dirty Sportswear.
Shout out to Dirty Sportswear,
the Dirty Lab, as we like to call it. But you know what? Overall, it's about the fan experience, right? We got to meet. I got to meet so many great Clock Blocker fam, Von 954,
Andrevius.
He was out last weekend again. Man, we just had a great time.
Cap for Life was out there a few times. Pamela was out there. Yeah. Who else was out there? I mean, just a whole bunch of people made it out there this year. What I want to say is, so I've been going to Dolphins games since I've never lived I lived in Florida when I was a kid, and that was when I was 5, living in Jacksonville. My dad was in the Navy, so I've never lived in Florida. And I went to my very first Dolphins game. My son is 7, so I guess 8 years ago I went to my first Dolphins game. But I started going regularly about 2017, 2018. I started going regularly. And when I first started going on a regular basis, it was through Solo. And that's where I met you for the first time and had this just out-of-body experience at my first, I'd never been to the East 12 and East 32, and the tailgate was a whole other crazy, right? It added something I love the Dolphins already, but to go and do the tailgate, that's what was crazy, and it, look, the Dolphins, unfortunately, they're mediocre. So I've been to a lot of wins and I've been to a lot of losses, but it didn't matter because anytime I went to Miami, I always felt like a win because we started the day early at the tailgate and we got to hang out and eat food and drink. And by the time we got to the game was just something added extra of hanging out with your family. And this year took it to a whole other level. When I decided to do the podcast network, you were a big part of moving this thing forward and said, hey, look, you opened up your doors over at East 32. You guys can do the tailgate pregame show from my tailgate. And not only that, you've been very involved with Miami sports music. And I just want to say, as Spread Kindness Friday is here, I love you, man. I really appreciate everything you've done. This year was a memorable year because of you. Bringing on Tail Greeter as a sponsor, as well as just and not just a sponsor. They've been a part of our family. Those guys, and I got my name on a NASCAR ultimately because of you. The Miami sports music. So
that's crazy, right?
So I need everybody to give a big round of applause and just a big hand for what Cameron does for the fan experience on a week in, week out basis. Brother, you're the man, and I could not do this without you, and I wouldn't want to do this without you. And next year, my hope is that I'll be at every home game, and we're going to do it 10 times bigger next year, right?
Man, I appreciate the kind words. It's we do it because we love it, right? We the Dolphins make us cry, but we love them, right? And you brought the opportunity to be a part of the Miami sports music family, you and Solo. And I remember sitting at Duffy's having lunch, and you're like, man, what should we do? I'm like you're looking at him, like, come on, let's do this together. Remember that? And you're like, really?
I got that photo in my little collage. I don't know if you've seen the video yet. I'll play it later today. But there's the photo of you, me, and Solo sitting at Duffy's talking about what we're going to do this year. And I don't think I realized how great it was going to become. And it was awesome.
Hey, man, I love everyone in the chat box that came by, everybody who's part of the Clockblockers fam. Pete, I love you, brother. Me over Greer all day long. No, seriously, I appreciate y'all coming by because that's the greatest part of the tailgate. It's the fan experience prior to the game. Like, we walk into the game and it's like kind of it's anticlimactic a little bit because we get so amped up to meet everybody and to interact and to take pics and do shots and have a good time. And
you're at the gates open for the tailgate at 8 a.m. You were there in your truck waiting to get into the stadium at 8 a.m. every game day.
Yeah, they open the gates for the fans at 9, and so all the tailgaters, there's probably like 20 cars, 20 trucks, other people who tailgate. They allow us to get in there an hour early and set up. And so we started, fans start coming in like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then, by 11 o'clock comes by, the DJ's pumping. We've got 400 people feeling the vibe. And
the pregame show's going crazy.
Yeah, I'm not even looking up because I'm serving all kinds of food. Like this past game, we did lobsters and scallop sliders. And it was nuts, my crab cakes. It was so much fun. And people come to expect that, quality of food and entertainment, and we're here to provide it.
Just promise me next year is going to be better than this year. That's all I want.
Every year we get bigger and better. We try to improve different facets to help make the pregame fan experience the best it can possibly be.
100%, man. All right, man. Let's stop getting all sappy and emotional on Spread Kindness Friday. We got two new members.
You're the softy around here.
I am the softy. I'm a big teddy bear, man. Remember, y'all, donate to the channel, help the channel grow. We got 2 new members in the first 10 minutes. Can we get 2 more before the end of the show? I'd love to get 2 more new members. So let's do it. All right. I want to get into a lot of different things. I do want to let everybody know we're going to have Dolphin Chat. We're going to have a panel this morning. But there's a lot of things I want to talk with Cameron about because we just haven't had a chance to talk about a lot of this stuff. Let's start in hockey. All right. Let's start in hockey where hands down, the Panthers they're 24-7-5. They actually trail Tampa right now by I think a game and a half or a game. But they're 24-7-5 and they're 25-9-5. Look, there we go. Die Hard Doll fan. 3 new members. Let's go.
That's awesome.
What are your thoughts about the Panthers right now, man?
They are skating right now. Number one, shout out to Huberdeau, who got named to the All-Star team last night.
Yep.
They picked up a point. I think they have 54 points and 1 point behind the Lightning. They're an exciting team to watch. And if you guys saw the game the other night, even Kodak Black is a fan.
Dude, now it turned out to be not what it was.
I know.
But that was insane.
That was awesome.
Insane.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was funny, man. But my point being is like they're filling up that stadium, and they've got a legit shot to be Stanley Cup contenders if they stay healthy. They're 4 lines deep. They play quick, exciting hockey. They've got defensemen that hit. Bobrovsky is playing out of his mind right now. I think he's on a streak of where he's allowed 2 goals in the past 3 games, or something stupid like that. Like, it's fun to watch down there in Sunrise, man.
Dude, right now, they got somebody. I feel like they would have more people elected to the All-Star game. I was surprised there was only 1.
Well, so the coaches have the opportunity to fill out the rest of the roster, and I expect quite a few, including Bobrovsky, to be named on that team.
Okay, good. All right. I feel like this is like the most stacked Florida Panthers team I've ever seen personally.
Oh, without a doubt, it's really exciting.
Now, a lot of the listeners here, they don't watch hockey. Explain to them especially if they live in South Florida, why they should go to a hockey game for the Panthers, especially this year.
Well, number one, it's a major league. It's a major league. It's professional hockey at the highest level, just as Major League Baseball and NFL and and the NBA is. You want to see the best athletes in the world, and these guys are the best athletes, and the Panthers are arguably one of the top 3 teams in the entire league. It's exciting brand of sport to watch, and it's only going to get better as we head towards the playoffs.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm half tempted to just want to come down for a hockey game. Like, that's how good they are right now. But I think I'm gonna wait till the playoffs to even consider that, because nothing's better than playoff hockey.
Nothing's better than playoff hockey, bro.
Playoff hockey's amazing. All right, I think that's all we can really talk about right now on there. Let's go to. There's nothing to really say. They're dominating, right? They're dominating.
No, and you know what? They're getting a key player off their to their front line back from the COVID protocols. Marchment comes back tonight, so they're going to be even deeper. While some of these they've had 8 to 10 players off and on in and out of COVID protocol over the past month, and what's allowed is some of these 4th line guys and rookies really to come up and get extended minutes, and man, they're exciting to watch, and it's only making them better as we head into the playoffs.
Yeah, totally agree. All right, talk a little bit of talk a little bit of baseball talk. We're in the middle of a Major League Baseball lockout.
Yeah.
I've been texting Xavier Scruggs here and there. There's no end in sight at the moment. That doesn't mean there won't be, but there's definitely no chatter about it ending at the moment. But there's some big news that came out this week in Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees single-A baseball team in Tampa is hiring their first ever female as manager.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. I think there's something to be said of that, right?
Yeah, no, she's been in the organization a few years. She's a college
Rachel Balkovich.
Yeah, star. She's got the command and respect of the players. She's going to be managing their Tampa Low A minor league baseball team. And you know what? Good for her. Good for baseball. I was also reading this morning where the Minnesota Vikings are interviewing a GM candidate that's a female, and if hired, she'll be the youngest executive in the league. She's 33 years old, but been working with the Ravens organization, I believe it was, and it's due time for equality to start balancing itself out a little bit. It's great to see.
And us in Miami, we have a direct connection. We have the first female GM in baseball.
100%, and it's great to see these ladies get their shot and deservedly so.
Roach Trail says, "Why is there a lockout? Why is there a lockout? Because Major League Baseball can't do anything right. That's just
man, stop. It's money, right? It's the players wanting a greater piece of the pie, deservedly so. It's the owners wanting to remain in control of their money. The two major points. So yesterday they had negotiations for the first time since the lockout started.
Yep.
Right. And the owners presented the Major League Baseball Players Association, their proposal. The Major League Baseball Player Association said, we'll get back to you at the next bargaining session. But just breaking down the proposal, there were some key elements that the players want included in any proposal that weren't included by the owners. So
start clock on their major league time is one.
Yeah, how that started. It's revenue sharing. It's the luxury tax and the free agent eligibility parameters, right?
And for those of you who don't know how this kind of works is, so in Major League Baseball you get drafted, but you play in the minors. But your professional major league contract does not start till you get to the majors. But if I am a team, I'm going to use the Orioles for an example because I live here in Baltimore and I deal with it. You look at it, there's nothing to entice a major league team to bring up their young star players because it hurts them because it allows that player to go to free agency a year earlier or 2 years earlier.
Yeah, it's a key point that the players want changed. And so one of the proposals that the owners did present was if you have a top 100 draft pick and he makes it within 18 months to the major league roster and performs at a level where he gets an all-star bid, he's rated in the top 10 in offensive or defensive metrics in his position, that team is actually awarded a compensatory pick. And so what it does is rewards teams for elevating these great players, these better players.
I don't know if that's enough, but it's a start.
It's a start. I think what I was reading was the players wanted this to be expanded a little bit, but it's a good start.
It's a good
the
start.
one good thing and one exciting thing that I think was brought onto this proposal that I think it will get approved and part of the new bargain agreement moving forward is universal DH. And
that's what Alexander just wanted me to ask. Are you on board with the universal DH?
Absolutely. I wasn't as a National League guy growing up. I wasn't initially, but you see two things, man. You don't want to see a pitcher get injured. You don't want to see a pitcher, 100%. Basically it's a waste of a bat unless you're, who is it? Noah Syndergaard, who hits home runs every time he's at bat. But it's just better for the game. It's more exciting. Plus, you're adding another offensive player to your roster. So you're basically giving another job to a player, which is a really good thing.
I think to add on to that, baseball needs to do everything they can to entice fans to come to the stadium, and one of that is hitting. Cameron and I enjoy a 1-0 ball game because we enjoy pitching performances. I get that. But if you're going to entice new and upcoming fans, nobody's going to sit for a 3-hour game to watch a 2-hitter. They're not. It's just not going to happen. So in order to move the game along or, expand their marketing, put in another hitter into the lineup. Give somebody else a chance to be a star, quote unquote, right?
Yeah, and to Alexander's point, their ace, Jacob deGrom, got hit swinging a bat. You don't want to see that happen.
Especially when you're paying $80 million to a pitcher and he gets hurt on something he's not doing. He's not.
And he's a 20-game winner. He starts 30 times a year, and he's the backbone of your team basically. And now because of something that he's not paid professionally really to do as his first, job responsibility. He gets injured. That sucks.
Well, look, we're going to have Xavier Scruggs on here in a couple of weeks again. And then we're going to talk more about the Major League Baseball lockout, some of the parameters within the negotiating, and what are pros and cons with that. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to have Xavier back on.
Shout out to Chef Jew in the chat box, man. Chef Jew came out to the tailgate again this past weekend, man, and it's always great to see Chef Jew.
Level 2 noob. I was literally about to say Carlos Zambrano hit a lot of home runs as a pitcher, and I know my boy Cameron knows all about Zambrano.
Hey, man, Zambrano is a hitter in a pitcher's body.
Love it. All right. Let's go to Miami Heat talk. So the Miami Heat are number 2 in the Eastern Conference. They're 2 games out of first behind the Chicago Bulls. They're 26-15. 2 things. Number 1, before we actually get into that, big trade news yesterday. The New York Blue Devils, as I'm going to refer to them now, because they went out and traded Solomon Hill, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but they're both Duke Blue Devils playing with RJ Barrett now, who's also a Duke Blue Devil. New York is putting some of this old team back together from college, and I'm not mad at them. I think that it's, again, as a Heat fan, it's always better when the Knicks are better because it makes it fun to watch. And I don't, I just want to see competitive basketball. But that trade yesterday for the Knicks, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It makes them stronger, and they're already a good team.
Yeah, the Knicks, I think, are sitting at 11th at 21-21, but they're only, they're 7 games out of first, 7.5 games out of first. That's nothing. No,
listen, they're a good team. They're in the playoff. They'll be in the playoffs, right? And you don't want to face the Knicks in the playoffs. But back to the Heat, what they're doing right now is impressive for a few different reasons. They've been without Bam and Butler for forever. Going on a few weeks. Markieff Morris has been out now, I think 38 games, something like that. But what they've done with their rookies and their young guys, man, is really cool. It's the same thing with that the Panthers are doing. Their young guys, Max Strus and Vincent, and the center, who I can't say his last name, but those guys are getting extended minutes and they're playing so well. Caleb Martin, man, the guy was on a 2-way contract, and he is, I think he scored 34 points and had 12 rebounds one game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's awesome. Max Strus is, kind of doing what Robinson has been doing in the past few years. And, but most importantly to me is the elevation, the next step that Tyler Hero has taken, because he is now,
they wouldn't be in the position they're in without him.
No, in the absence of Butler, he's the man.
He's the man.
And it's really damn cool to see.
Let me ask you, so trade deadline's approaching here. Are they buyers, sellers? And of course they're going to want to bring maybe somebody in, but I say sellers because Bam is starting to look like he's, hey, look, he's a big contract. You don't think so?
No.
The rumor is that he, that contract and what other people are stepping up and doing, he could be expendable. You don't think so in any way, shape, or form? Okay. All right. Hey, look, I got you.
Bam's in his 3rd year, right? Like, he's still growing into his game as well. 4th year, maybe. The guy, and he's the type of versatile player that you don't find. They don't fall out of trees.
Well,
right?
PJ Tucker's done really good, and that that's touched on PJ Tucker last week, I think.
Yeah. PJ Tucker was brought in to do exactly what he's doing: provide veteran leadership, and defensive and a defensive toughness and mentality that this team lacked last year. And he's done exactly that, and it's rubbed off on the other players on the team. They're playing defense at a level they haven't played in a long time, not since the LeBron and Wade years, Mm-hmm. So it's exciting to see. The Miami Heat, bottom line, are 26-15. I think they're 2nd or 3rd in the East. They're
2nd in the East.
What's that?
They're 2nd in the East. Do they make a trade at the trade deadline?
If they make a trade, they're going to trade to add depth in the middle.
At the back of the bench, in the middle and the back of the bench, not at the starting.
No, I can't see them disrupting what they have right now, unless there's somebody. And off the top of my head, I can't really name somebody that you would add. Maybe guard depth, scoring guard depth, maybe. Just to give Butler and Lowry some extra minutes rest during a game. But outside of that, I don't see much happening, in terms of major impact trades. But I will give a shout out to Chicago Bulls because they are like head.
They're killing it. They're amazing.
Everybody.
DeMar DeRozan, they just look so good right now.
They've lost 2 straight. Got their butts handed to them on national TV by the Nets and Harden and those guys. But the Bulls are really, 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 really good.
All right, man. We talked all about the major teams, and you know what? We didn't talk about Hurricanes. Mario Cristobal. What are your thoughts about Cristobal coming? The impact he's already made, which I think has been a positive one, bringing in some of these young players.
I was talking to a Canes season ticket holder and alumni yesterday about this. There is so much excitement in South Florida for what the Canes program is. It just sets on a different path than we've seen from the past coaches, and the team that he's assembled as far as his coaching staff. Man, it's exciting, and then to see all these 4- and 5-star recruits being recruited and brought in and signing and players flipping their commitments from Texas A&M to UM.
Alex Dunno was on here this week, and he said that one of the positive things about Mario Cristobal was he's one of the best recruiters in the country. And he's not maybe the best on-field head coach, but he's a great recruiter. And in college football, it's about the talent you can bring into a program. And with the talent pool that we have in South Florida, I don't need to tell you, Florida is one of the best high school pools in the country. And for years, consistently over the last 10, the University of Miami cannot bring in players from their own backyard. I hope that changes with Cristobal.
So one of the hires that they made this past week was an assistant strength coach, and maybe he's the running back coach from Ole Miss. His name is Kevin Smith, and this guy has the connections in South Florida, in basically Dade County, because he grew up here, he played football here, he knows everybody from the Pee Wee leagues on up, and he is known for really recruiting heavily here in South Florida. He did so for Lane Kiffin. He did so wherever he went. And, man, he's going to help keep that talent here in South Florida. I mean, Kevin Smith's his name. He's the running back coach now for the Miami Hurricanes. That's a name that you need to know because he is basically a recruiting gem for South Florida.
I always find it funny that assistant coaches in college football have more of an impact maybe than in the NFL because of what you just said. And if a coach has ties to a certain, maybe you bring in a coach on your coaching staff because you want to recruit more in a certain area of the country. And so I always find that very interesting when something like that happens. But again, my hope is we can stop seeing our young talent in high school go to Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas, USC, Notre Dame, all these places. I want to see them play at the Hard Rock Stadium. I want to see them play for the U.
Hey, so the Georgia-Alabama national championship game Monday night featured 18 players from
Miami. Yep.
Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach.
That's crazy.
If the Canes are able just to pick off 1, 2, 3 of those guys, it's a game changer for the program.
Yep. Totally different team.
And it's exciting to see what's happening down there in Coral Gables.
Interested to get your thoughts on the transfer portal and NIL deals. NIL, name, image, and likeness deals have changed the landscape of college football. It's essentially, people are saying, these kids are professional athletes now. And for the record, I have no problem with these kids making money off their name, image, and likeness. I've been an advocate for it. I do think right now it's the wild, wild west. And there's no restrictions really, right? There's no rules to this thing yet. And we have over almost. I think now they might be 300 plus. I know they were over at 250 recently. College kids in the transfer portal. These kids can make money on their name, image, and likeness, and then all of a sudden bounce from that school to go to another school because they're promised something somewhere else. What are your thoughts about this whole ordeal?
Yeah, see, it's a double-edged sword, right? Like, I agree with you that the student athletes should be able to profit from their own likeness because it's their own intellectual property, right? On the other hand, you see reports of alumni offering, who was it, the quarterback from Nebraska or Oklahoma, $1 million to come play at his alma mater. Like that's to me is kind of sketchy. So, it's new, and I think it'll shake itself out. But you've got some good and bad on both sides, and I'd like it for the kids and student athletes. It's just
there needs to be some rules to it, and I'm not sure what those rules are yet.
I think the rich get richer. The bigger schools, with the better alumni are going to attract the better players, and because they know that there's money there to be had.
God Soldier says, I think college kids getting paid in college should pay it back if they get drafted. I don't know about that. You got to remember, like one of the reasons, and not the reason, by the way, Deion Sanders is doing his thing no matter what. But Barstool Sports signed a $100 million deal with Jackson State University. And it's very enticing to be able to use that money and pretty much say to a kid, hey, look, here's $100,000. Here's, $200,000, or here's $75,000. They can use, that's $100 million deal. That's crazy.
It's program changing for Jackson State, right?
Well, any HBCU, or honestly, any football program, let alone an HBCU.
Yeah. I mean, but what it does, it just levels out the playing field, right? And that's what you want, opportunity for everybody to play on a level playing 100%. Field. So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, man, look, I think there needs to be some modifications to it. I'm not sure what that modification is, but we'll see what happens. All right, this is Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Alongside me, as I do each and every Friday, is my man Cameron 954 from East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to the channel, help the channel grow. We got 3 new members this morning. Can we get 3 more members? At least one more. We got 2 in the first 10. We wanted to double it, so can we get 1 more new member? Let's go. Sign up. Become part of the family. Let's go. Everything is in the description below. The links to join, Cash App and PayPal, links to donate to the channel. Whatever floats your boat, come on down. We want to see you. All right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room and what everybody's been talking about for a week and a half. Flores gets fired on Black Monday, and the fan base is up in arms, I guess is the best way to put it, right? And, we're looking at it right now from a standpoint of, I think everybody's calmed down now for the most part. I really do. I think the first Monday, I broke the news live on air on Monday, and I was telling Alex Dono that it's interesting when you're live on air breaking big news like that, because you don't get a chance to digest it. And so I didn't have a chance to digest it till late Monday night, early into Tuesday morning. And being able to see everybody's reaction from Big O to Dudley Do-Wrongs to Reasons to TD Finn's talk, everybody, I also kind of was able to form my own conclusions. I think that it all depends what happens moving forward, if this is going to be a good thing or not. But I'm scared. I'm nervous. And if you watch Throwback Thursday yesterday, me and OG D-Dub went through our history. And it's evident by the history of our own team that we've never learned from our mistakes. We consistently make the same mistakes year in and year out. And every 3 or 4 years, we're kind of stuck in this cycle The biggest, longest tenured head coach that we had was 5 years, and I think that was Jimmy Johnson, or not Jimmy. It was Dave Wanstead, and otherwise everybody else has been 2 years, 1, 2, 1, 3, or 4 years for the most part. And a lot of those guys in their fourth year get fired in the middle of that fourth year. So it scares me to think that we're going to be in the same boat again 3 years from now, because nothing has indicated to me that we're going to make the right decision this time. What are your thoughts about this whole ordeal?
I'm glad that, I purposely didn't get on Monday or Tuesday. I got on Tuesday for a minute, but just because I know that there's just so much toxicity surrounding the issue. I'll say this about Flores and his dismissal. Year 3 with the schedule, looking back at the schedule that the Dolphins had in front of them, you go out and you barely beat the Patriots the first game, and then you lose 7 straight games. In the third year of a rebuild, in a year where you're coming off a 10-6 year, and the expectations, we were up here talking 13-3, 12-4, whatever, 13-4, 12-5, 14-3 type records, looking at the schedule on paper, understanding that the talent they had brought in and cultivated and drafted over the past, few years. You lose 7 games in a row, right?
Yep.
Then you go on a 7-game win streak, and you put yourself back into the conversation for playoffs. Okay, so a lot of praise was being given to Flores for making that turnaround, while we kind of forgot the fact that, his coaching decisions, his different, reasons, put the team in that 7-game losing streak. Regardless of the reasons, like, you cannot lose to the Jaguars. You cannot lose to the Texans.
Atlanta.
You can't lose to Atlanta. And the way they lost to the Raiders in a very winnable game was 110% on coaching.
We win just one of those games.
We're in the playoffs.
We're playing this weekend.
So let me finish. So you lose 7, you win 7, you go up to Tennessee with an opportunity. You're in the playoffs at that point, right? I think we have the 6th or 7th seed.
We have the 7th seed at that point.
So you go up there, and the conditions aren't favorable for either team. You're playing the number 1 seed in the conference, and you just totally lay down in all 3 facets of the game. Tua played for shit, the defense played for shit, and the special teams played even worse. So hit me up 3 times for the swear jar. So that's on Flores. And I think that was a straw that broke the camel's back. And you're hearing all this garbage come out between he and Greer and
Ian to
the
all
locker room. Yeah, you don't hear any of the players sticking up for Flores, so to speak. Most of them are like, mum, which tells you a whole lot about.
There were some players that came out on Twitter, mostly defensive players. Actually, I think all defensive players, and there were very few.
But listen to what they say. Thank you, Coach Flo, for giving me the opportunity. It wasn't so much, hey, we're gonna miss Flo, we're gonna miss his leadership. There
was 2 or 3 that were like, Coach Flo changed my life. I wouldn't be in the position I am today without him. But again, they're opportunity bounds. They're not. I get it. I get that.
Exactly. So there wasn't really the overall perception. The overall public message from the players wasn't, oh shit, where are we gonna do now? It was more of a sense of relief, and that's what you feel down here in South Florida. There's like an air of relief. And whoever, whatever our opinions are really don't matter. What matters most is what happened between him and Greer and Ross and the rest of the coaching staff. But I'll tell you this, on paper, the head coach is responsible ultimately for the record that you put on paper. And he was 23-24 in 3 seasons.
Now people get mad at you for saying that. They did the other day because they're like, you can't use the first year. You can't.
Why not? He's the head coach.
Because it was a gut. It was a gut team that was essentially told to not win any games, and that's not
And
on
listen,
him.
and I get it. Like they had a winning record the past 2 years, but still, Ross is an old owner. Like his message is like, I want to make the playoffs, and they could have made the playoffs this year, except there was bad decision making on Flores' part. Period.
I think what bothers me a little bit is because we were 3 or 4 decisions away from being a totally different team these last couple of years, that I was okay with sticking with them for another year. I wanted to see them work it out through their issues and be able to do it. And looking at what's available now, there's nothing that makes me say, "Oh, we fired him to get this person." Harbaugh, maybe. Doug Peterson, maybe. Caldwell, maybe. But they don't blow me away that they're such a better choice than Flores is. Would you disagree with that? Agree?
You know, I mean, who knows? Like, that's the thing about the NFL. Like, like every offseason, it's everybody's the same. Like, everyone starts out with 0-0 record. There's personnel choices both on the field and in operations that affect what happens to the game. Plus, every year you really have very few teams that are consistent year after year, and you see what those teams have is stability at the head coaching position. So I agree with you. The fact, like, what gives us confidence in Ross to say that 3 years from now we're not going to be here again. And you know what? That's a very viable conversation to have. I don't disagree with it. I will say this, that it's clear to me that Greer is in control of this team.
Okay, interesting. Why do you say that?
Ross had the opportunity to pick one or two. He could have fired them both, but didn't fire Greer,
or could have fired Greer and kept Flores.
Exactly. So so Ross definitely has confidence in Greer.
That's true.
And
right, Greer, good, bad, or ugly, good, bad, or otherwise.
Listen, our opinions aside, he had a pretty damn good draft class last year.
He had the best draft class last year.
Christian Wilkins is turned into one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, as has Davis, and the signing of Seiler. I mean, listen, if he goes out and re-signs Agba to a long-term contract, like, that's good stuff. I want to see that. I think that's our biggest priority of the offseason, to tell you the truth.
Agba, 100%. I don't disagree with that at all. And I'll even say now it's more likely that Gesicki gets re-signed now that Flores is gone, especially when he made the comment on Instagram under Tua's thing saying we're going to get 40 plus. We're going to next year. So I find that interesting that little statements like that tell me, okay, that's a player who's thinking about next year here in Miami. That goes a long way. And then you get the cryptic tweet, of course, of X. I don't know where this team goes, but I know that it's going to be predicated on who we bring in to be the next head coach in this football team. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. We can bring in Jim Caldwell. We can bring in Doug Peterson. And by the way, those are my first 2 hires I would want to bring in, and Harbaugh's on that list too. Those are my top 3. I really don't see any of those 3 happening, honestly. And then you go to the next level of this McDaniel guy out of San Francisco who looks like he's still in college. And then you have Brian Daboll, who I don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. This is kind of where we're at right now. And I'm kind of scared that we're going to, instead of getting a veteran coach that knows how to put a coaching staff together, we're going to go out and get some offensive guru and hope that he can bring in a good defensive coordinator, so on and so forth.
So you named Jim Caldwell and Doug Peterson, 2 of the obvious candidates that we want as fans, right? But curiously so, those are two people that haven't been contacted by the Dolphins officially.
We would never know about Caldwell because he's not on anybody's staff, so they're not required to publicize. And
neither is Peterson, right?
Peterson, I think Peterson
got fired by the Eagles.
No, but Doug Peterson.
Listen, to me, like Peterson especially. So he's an RPO guy, right? He that's the offense he runs. He's considered like one of the brightest RPO offensive minds in the National Football League. He's won a Super Bowl. He has consistently beaten Belichick. So, he checks off a lot of those boxes. Plus he's statured in the NFL and would command the respect of the locker room, namely the veterans. Allegedly, Jim Caldwell, you can check those same boxes outside of,
I've been listening to everybody's YouTube about Jim Caldwell. He's been successful everywhere he's gone for the most part.
And the players respect him, and he's a bright offensive mind also. He's somebody that those two candidates to you and I probably are elevated over anybody else that's available, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's who we would want to see. Out of the rest of them that the Dolphins have requested, you mentioned Daboll, which, he failed miserably when he was here, when he was the offensive coach. He failed miserably when he was the head coach in Cleveland.
He didn't get any success till Stephon Diggs came and opened up that offense. And I'll be honest with you, I think McDermott, right? McDermott's the head coach. Is that
Yes,
the name of
Sean?
it? Yeah, Sean McDermott has more to do with their progress than Daboll ever did.
I agree. So, like for me, he's somebody that would not light my fire if he were hired.
No.
Leslie Frazier, he's
a defensive guru. So, and Leslie does have experience in this league, and I think could bring in a guru offensive coordinator.
Leslie Frazier was a head coach as well. He has the experience as a head coach. He played in the league. He would have the respect of the players.
Vance Joseph.
Same boat. He's been a head coach who didn't have a lot of success as a head coach. He's been here in Miami. I don't see him as a candidate either. Mike McDaniel is interesting that he's
the one that just is a question mark, and it's weird. The fan base is infatuated with this guy.
I don't understand why. I mean, he doesn't even call the plays in San Francisco. So, he's the offensive coordinator, but he doesn't call the plays.
So people want to, they're bringing up press conferences of listening to him talk. And he sounds good. He sounds educated. He sounds like he knows his stuff. But I think we're 5 years early on this kid.
So you got to remember, Ross needs to win now, right?
I get it.
I
don't think McDaniel's the answer.
Does McDaniel bring?
But he seems to be the likely candidate that's going to get hired. There's not a name that I've seen associated with our team as much as McDaniel over the last 48 to 72 hours.
There's two other names. Kellen Moore, who I think gets interviewed because he's the hottest thing, the new young, candidate that will get interviews. I don't think he's ready. Dan Quinn, I think his window's passed. He doesn't light the fire for me. But for me, it's Peterson and Caldwell. I would love to see those two be in serious contention. But for me, the most important thing is I want somebody hired, a staff put in place ASAP. I don't want this to linger past Mobile. I think the coaching staff needs to be put in place before the Senior Bowl game.
Yep.
I would like to see it done,
the moment
next week.
Yeah, the moment they hire a coach, that person I would like to think already has down who's going to be my OC, who's going to be my DC, who's going to be my linebackers coach, so on and so forth.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
And by the way, with a veteran coach, you have that already pretty much in place. Caldwell's going to know who's going to run his offense and defense.
Oh, he's got his
Peterson's going to Peterson's going to know who's going to run their offense and defense. Leslie Frazier is probably going to know who's going to run his offense and defense.
I'll tell you one name who he's still in the playoffs that would really shake up everything and would tell you a lot about what direction the Dolphins will go with quarterback is who. Mm-hmm. He's not on that list. Who do you think?
Oh, man. I have no idea, dude.
Nathaniel Hackett.
No, thank you. I don't know too much about the guy, but that's part of the problem. Why do you like him?
I'm not saying I do like him. I'm saying if his name surfaces, that means somebody else may very well come with him.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll take no for 500, Alex. No, thank you.
So if Nathaniel Hackett gets hired and he brings Rodgers here, you're going to say no?
Rodgers is not leaving Green Bay, people.
Listen, I'm not.
Why are we having this conversation? No,
I'm just putting it out there in the stratosphere, bro.
No, thank you. Unless it's a guarantee, I don't want that, and there's no guarantee. So yeah, no way, not gonna happen.
Yeah, you got to put up here. I'm putting up this comment, man. Not that one. Oh, this one.
It's Cam's fault we didn't make the playoffs. He won't grow out of his beard. No, that's probably true. That's very accurate.
I won't grow out my beard. You don't want to see a face full of white. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, look, I think that so Josh Gad, who's a big time actor, diehard Miami Dolphins fan, was on. I reached out to him on Twitter and Instagram, tried to get him to come on my show this week. Ended up going on Rich Eisen's show. Daggone Rich Eisen. But I think he hit the nail on the head. We as Dolphin fans beat our head against the wall all the time. And the reason for it is we have no clue on what the Dolphins are doing. They make no logical decisions. And that's part of the problem with this team is you look at a year in, year out basis, and we're in the same decision. We're in the same decision. We make the same decisions, and it puts us in the same thought process, and it puts us in this this definition of mediocrity that we've been in for 15 or 20 years. Cameron?
I'll disagree with that to this point. The talent is on this team, right? To be a playoff contender. There were obviously issues between Greer and Flores that led to Flores' departure.
Mm-hmm.
This team is light years beyond what this team was constructed of, prior to Greer and Flores coming aboard. So I'll give Ross that he felt that he needed to make a change because there was obviously issues going on between Flores and Greer. And I think that's the main reason why Flores is no longer here. But the talent is there. Like the talent is on the field. Like it's in the locker room. My question is, what happens with X? Does he get another extension? What happens with Gesicki? Some of these guys do. You've got Waddle in the wide receiver room. What much else is there? You can't depend on Parker Williams. I don't even know why he's still taking up a spot on this roster. Albert Wilson showed that he regressed, and that was my biggest, I guess, miss on the talent evaluation this past year. I thought AB would have a better year. The running back room, obviously, did we find something in Duke Johnson? That is a big question. I love Duke Johnson and Phillip Lindsay as the 1-2.
Re-signing Duke Johnson needs to be a priority of this team.
I agree with you. Is he the bell cow back? I think he showed over the past 3 games that he can be.
100 yards twice in the last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time we've done that? Like so the point is that this team isn't far off, right? Those are things that are, adjustable and incrementally adjustable. I think it's about culture. It's about putting the best coaching staff in place and putting these guys in the best position to win. That clearly didn't happen this past year. The Tennessee game, the Raiders game, stupid mental errors on the offensive line and coaching decisions on the offensive line. How in the hell do you have Davis starting as your right tackle, and then all of a sudden you put in Jones in the last game and he doesn't give up a pressure? Like the talent is there, right? So why didn't he play?
Let me ask you. So, I have a lot of people sending me articles about the dysfunction within the locker room those last few weeks, last few months. I don't want to read them because I feel like we don't. I'm not saying they didn't happen, but they're all hearsay, right? Like it's all what someone's, it's not coming from the horse's mouth, one. And number two, do I think that there's some truth in it? Yeah, I think that Tua and Flo did not get along in any way, shape, or form. I think that Flo probably did in certain aspects try to sabotage certain things. Why all of a sudden, though, is this relevant, though? He's gone. Why is this something that's relevant?
The locker room dissension?
He's gone.
He's gone.
There's no point in talking about it, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So I got some people mad at me that I'm not talking about that. And I'm like, there's no need to. We know what Flo's view was of Tua. That was evident by the decisions that were made during his tenure. And that's part of the issue here is that the reason why I'm optimistic that he's gone is because maybe we can get somebody in here that they can all be on the same page. And one of the things that we also saw yesterday in talking was me and D-Dub was there's never been continuity between a GM and a head coach. There's never been everybody, let's all be on the same page. All the way up to the Shula days.
Like it was tried before, like, Gase and Gase, Greer, and who is the jackass that's on
Tannenbaum.
Tannenbaum, remember the three-headed, monster they had there, and they never were on the same page. Like it creates dissension. That's why you have to have one person in charge. I think
one chef,
Greer.
One chef in the kitchen.
And I think Greer's that chef right now.
Greer doesn't get any more passes. I'll give him that.
But he is the chef.
He is the chef. You don't get any more passes. Yep. If this doesn't work, it's going to be stuck in the same boat again.
This doesn't work, we're going to be going back to serving hot dogs and tater tots at the tailgate because no one's going to be there.
No one's going to be there. Rose Trail says, at Miami Sports Music, is Kenny Pickett a viable option at quarterback? Guys, send your questions in, and me and Cameron will answer your questions right now. Put them up in the screen. Look, my problem, Roach Trails, with getting Kenny Pickett is somebody who I think can be a very good quarterback in the NFL. There's a lot of things that impress me about him. I in no way, shape, or form want him on the Miami Dolphins because I do not want a rookie quarterback at all. Not for this team right now. So, and there's nobody in the draft that blows me away to begin with that I feel like, hey, this is somebody who I think can be good or whatever. So, what are your thoughts about Kenny Pickett?
Pass.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I tell you, the one of the stories and things I've read about Flores was adamant about bringing in Jacoby Brissett, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started Jacoby Brissett a couple games when Tua was perfectly healthy. The Thursday night game being one of them. I think that had a key part to his downfall as well, because Jacoby Brissett clearly wasn't built for the offensive scheme that was built around Tua, and I think there needs to be an upgrade done at the backup quarterback position.
Oh, Brissett better not be here next year. I know that.
I agree. I there's some candidates out there that could come in, and I think you need to give Tua a challenge in training camp. I think there needs to be a better backup quarterback. We said this in the year previous. We thought Jacoby would be a viable backup quarterback, and he clearly wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, look, next year I would it depends on who's playing quarterback, right? I think that part of what I would want to maybe see is it's tough. Like I could say, well, do you have a chance to go get Russell Wilson? But then you're not keeping Tua probably, right? But I think Tua learning from Russell would be a good thing at that point.
Aren't we past that point though?
And that's part of what I was about to say. I'm going to contradict myself and say I also think we're the point of no return where Tua just needs to play and have somebody that has confidence in him to play. So I think part of that is just having confidence, and the backup that needs to be there needs to be somebody that, if Tua goes hurt, can be inserted into the offense for 3 or 4 games and not lose us the game the way Brissett did.
And listen, it's that's a very good point. And there's, we're going to split the chat box down the middle here. But Tua, if you drafted him to be your franchise quarterback, he has not been given 100% confidence by the franchise, and where that came from. Now it looks like it's on Flores' shoulders. Like, Flores never came out and really publicly supported Tua, in the press conference, especially the beginning of the season. So, there's reports of them being in heated arguments in the locker rooms and on the sidelines and what have you. So, there's a lot to be said for drafting your franchise quarterback and giving him all the tools. And that includes the confidence of the coaching staff. Whether Flores is right or wrong, that is no longer a relevant question. I think you either move forward with Tua or
you get rid of him completely. Yep. I 100% agree. Alexander says, hashtag Dolphin chat. Guys, if you want to ask a question, use the hashtag Dolphin chat, and I'll make sure your question gets in. Is Marcus Mariota an option as backup? Yeah, I think 100% he would be a good backup here in Miami.
I agree.
I feel like
I think Gardner Minshew would be as well.
Yep, I think that's another one too. Andrevia says, did Flo self-sabotage to get himself fired because he wanted out? Hashtag Dolphin chat.
Dre, I am very 100% behind that hypothesis. I think he saw the writing on the wall and did it to himself.
I think that Flo gave the team an ultimatum. Flo gave Ross an ultimatum. Everybody said there was this big discussion that happened at the end of the year. And basically what I think Flo said is, either give me more control and let me run this team my way, or get rid of me, because I'm not playing this game anymore. And I think I think Flo put Ross in the position to be like, I'm either siding with Greer or I'm siding with Ross. And he chose Greer. And I don't know if I'm upset at that or not. I just know I hate that it came to that.
Hey, and whoever they hire as coach is going to tell us everything about what happened and what will happen moving forward with this franchise in terms of the quarterback. It'll also be very interesting to see. Wouldn't it be ironic if Flores gets hired in Houston? I mean, they fired their coach yesterday after one season, and for all intents and purposes, that guy did a really good job with the talent he had, including, David Mills, who really played respectably.
Yep. One black head coach in the NFL now, Mike Tomlin. That's it,
man.
After that firing yesterday,
that'll change. I mean, it's easy. That's easy commentary for folks to say, because there's like 7 head coaches vacancies. There's going to be an African-American head coach added to that list.
Yeah, 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4 ups. What about Mitchell Trubisky as a backup? Hashtag Dolphin chat.
I mean, why would you want to leave freaking Buffalo? I mean, it's an offense tailored to, Trubisky's talents, and Allen never gets hurt, and Trubisky's collecting like $2.3 million a year. Why would you want to leave?
Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky's not coming, although I would like to have him. I don't think he's coming. Level 2 Noob says, hashtag Dolphin chat, should we hire Keanu Reeves to play Shane Falco in real life and sign him to play quarterback?
If one guy had more of a rag arm than Tua, then it was Shane Flacco.
Alexander said, hashtag Dolphin chat, this ain't a question. I'm just going to spread my agenda. Kenny Pickett, a rookie quarterback, can take you to the playoffs. Insert Whack Jones. No.
Insert a competent offensive coordinator with a game plan and offensive line. Come on.
Cruz Ruiz, is it possible Flo was fired because of his stagnant offense and regression special teams in 3 years? Also, coaching decisions during the losing versus win streak that was capped with the Tennessee game. Hashtag Dolphin chat.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. I mean, from the construction of his coordinators, which were all mainly rookies and first timers, to coaching decisions made by those rookie offensive coordinators and such, to game management, which was deplorable, and then the Tennessee game just getting whitewashed and evidently not underprepared woefully.
Real Deal asks, why do some fans believe the narrative that Tua got Flores fired? Hashtag Dolphin Chat.
Because they can't get Tua out of their head, man, for better or for worse.
This is what I think. I think that, and I don't know if Andrevis is going to hate me or not because he's the president of the Tua fan club. But what I will say is I think that if you are a Tua fan, and you can be a Tua and Dolphin fan, by the way, I just want to throw that out there. But if you are a Tua fan, it's not all Tua fans, but most Tua fans, I think that you will find that it's tough for them to wrap their head around that he had any, like, he can do no wrong. He's perfect. He can do no wrong. And I think that's part of it, you know, and that's just not true.
Listen, Tua is a victim of where he is, right? Like, our expectations is going to be the next Dan Marino because he was drafted, number 5 or 6 or whatever it was. And we want him to save this franchise because, 72 gave us expectations that are really, not attainable.
Hashtag Dolphin Chat, 2 first and a third, and you trade up to 5, no problem. What? There's nobody in the draft I want, though, Alexander. None. There's nobody in the draft I want right now. Here's something that I don't think is talked about enough. Why aren't the Dolphins calling up these teams that have a head coach currently that's good, Sean Payton, Tomlin, whoever, and saying, hey, would you be open to a trade for your head coach? Because I would love to see Tomlin or Sean Payton in Miami. And it's not like it's never happened before, trading for a head coach. No, you're giving me that look. Okay.
I want to answer a question here.
Cam, do you really believe in Tua after what you've seen?
It's a great question, right? And it's a legitimate question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Abs, love you, bro. And the answer is yes, and here's why. He improved dramatically in the offseason from the year previous to this year. He made improvements during the year. Are those improvements to the level where we want to see them as fans right now because of what Burrow and Herbert are doing? I think that's fair to say that our expectations are greater because we see what these other 2 quarterbacks are doing. If you took Herbert and Burrow off the board, like if they didn't exist, like, you'd be happy with Tua's progressions, wouldn't you? I mean, he has a winning record. He throws twice as many touchdowns as he does interceptions. He's showing the ability to, get out of jams with his legs. Did he have a string of 3 games at the end of season that he made questionable throws? I couldn't agree with more. I think he was pressing and trying to make throws that he couldn't or shouldn't have made. But to me, he's showing enough progress to believe in his abilities to take it to the next level. And we all know that, his work ethic is second to none. Like, the guy is going to take this offseason and refine those skills that are going to make him an elite quarterback. And I fully believe that.
All right. My man's only got a couple more minutes left, and then we're going to let him go, and then we're going to open up the Dolphin Chat panel because I know you got to get out of here, right, Cameron? All right, let's take a couple more questions before I get you out of here. What are your thoughts about Dan Quinn as the next head coach? My thought about Dan Quinn being a viable candidate is I don't like what he did in Atlanta. And there was nothing in Atlanta to show. You had Matt Ryan. You had Kyle Shanahan, I think, calling some of your plays at one point, right? Am I wrong about that? I think he had Kyle Shanahan. And they went to a Super Bowl, don't get me wrong, but they could never put it together all the way. And so I wouldn't be upset. He's just not one of my top 4 or 5.
So Dan Quinn, I think you got to remember, like, he was the coordinator for Seattle for the Legion of Boom. He was the coordinator in Atlanta, the head coach, and then defensive coordinator for that team who had the league leading defense. What Dallas has done with the players that he has, like Micah Parsons and Diggs and Lawrence in Dallas, he puts them in positions to win, to make plays. And what he could do that with our defense, and our defense has those key elements that he had in Seattle, in Atlanta, in Dallas, to make it, a top 3 defense, or already a top 10 defense. If Dan Quinn is hired, he has to bring with him an offensive coordinator that is on the same level, meaning he's going to take our offense to Tua, and mold an offense around Tua that's going to put him in the position and the players around him in the position best to win. And I think if you bring in Dan Quinn, he's got to come armed with a offensive coordinator that, matches his style.
All right, man. Your final thought of the day. We're going to keep the party going after Cameron gets off, but Cameron's got to get out of here. I appreciate you doing the morning show with me this morning. I love you. I love having you on. Spread kindness, and leave a Spread Kindness Friday nugget too.
Leave a Spread Kindness Friday nugget, man. Be kind to everybody. That's it, man. Just be nice to everybody. There is so much going on in the world today where, whether it's masks or vaccinations or, everybody's got their own opinion. Just respect them. That's it. Right.
Amen. Love other people. Love other people. That's what it's all about. Cameron954, go follow him on Twitter and Instagram. Go follow at 32 Dolphins Tailgate on Instagram and Twitter as well. Be effing kind, Suedo Spike said.
100%.
Hey, bro, you owe money to the swear jar this morning, Cameron. Okay? You hear me? You owe money to the swear jar. Bro, I love you. And hopefully I'll have you on next Friday.
Right on. I'll be here. Let's talk next Friday. I'm sure I'll pop in during the week. Everybody had a wonderful weekend. Before I leave, real quick, NFL playoffs this weekend. We got a whole lot of games Saturday and Sunday.
And Monday night.
Before I get off, man, who's Monday night. That's exciting.
I know.
Tennessee's the number 1 seed in the AFC. Green Bay in the West, in the NFC rather. Does New England beat Buffalo?
No, Buffalo beats New England.
Does Cincinnati or Vegas? Who wins?
Cincy.
Pittsburgh and Kansas City.
Kansas City.
All day long. Arizona and the Rams.
That's the game of the weekend. I'm going to take Sean McVay. I'm going to take the Rams.
I'll take Arizona. Dallas and San Francisco. This, to me, is
It's going to be the funnest game of the week. It won't be the best game of the weekend, but it'll be the funnest one to watch. Dallas, I think, is going to win.
San Francisco, bro. Dallas does not match up well with San Francisco, and San Francisco's on a roll. Garoppolo is playing well. They have a run game, and they have a defensive front that will put pressure on Prescott. And when you put pressure on Prescott, he doesn't perform well. That to me is the game. And Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, man, Jalen Hurts got to pull something out of his ass to even have a chance.
Tampa. Tampa's going to win.
I will say this. Brady doesn't have his weapons.
He doesn't. But I still don't like Philadelphia to win that game at all.
That would be the shocker. Anyway.
Hey, Cap for Life said with the $20 donation, shout out to $20 donation from Cap for Life, says, Tua's not a victim. SH, you know what? If anything, we are the victims. 2 years and nothing but picks, trailing games, and injuries. This year's pass leader, Tom Brady, with 5,000 plus yards. Then it's Herbert. Keep blaming the O-line, 20-year excuse.
Everybody's got their opinions, and we love y'all.
We do.
All right, Cameron. I'm out.
I love you, man. Be good.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, this is Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. I'm going to open up the lines for y'all. Y'all get in here. We're going to have a little bit of a panel this morning. Open up the show to y'all, and we're going to have a good time doing it. So let's go ahead and have a good time. Let's be clean. Swear jars in effect. It's Spread Kindness Friday. So when you come on, you got to say something positive, kind, or loving. Okay? That is part of being Spread Kindness Friday. Okay? Kind, loving, positive, some sort of kind, positive, loving message when you get on. Your first thing needs to be bring you on. The link is in the chat, so get up here. Get on up here. All right, I'm going to bring on my number 2. Oh, ooh. Hello there, Brian Flogaze.
What's up? I gotta say something nice. Brian Flores is a great defensive coordinator.
That is. I like it. You are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4 Fs. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friends.
Good
morning. I'm here to say something nice. And my first nice thing is, Cameron, I love you. I love everything you do for this fan base. You are great. You're great to listen to. You're great in every way, my friend. Stay blessed, Cameron.
I love the positivity this morning. That's why Spread Kindness Friday is my favorite. I love Spread Kindness Friday. All right, let me bring on Estefan. Good morning, Estefan.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Andrevis, hi. 1, 2, 3, 4 Fs, hi.
What's up, cuz?
What's up?
What's going on, bro? Hey, I gotta say, I second what Eb said to Cam. Only thing is, bro, he's got to take them beer goggles off when you're at the stadium so you can see that this quarterback's not the guy. I've already made that correlation.
Positivity.
Something about these guys that go to the game, they turn into two fanboys. I don't know.
Maybe Tua has some kind of Hawaiian like voodoo thing that like you get
Hawaiian
like the love potion number 9. Did you ever see that movie back in the day? Maybe he has that type of spray. If you get near him, you become a Tua-neer. Because Andrevius has been near him. Steven, you went to the game. You're Tua-neer. Cameron goes.
I'm not a Tua-neer. I'm a flip flopper.
Hey,
you show my flip flops with some respect.
Everybody who goes to the game becomes a Tua-neer. Maybe he's a chemist. Maybe and he's discovered something he sprays on, and he just infects you guys.
I watched Eternals last night, by the way, on Disney Plus. Great movie.
Hey man, I fell asleep, bro. Don't ruin it, please.
It was great.
I'm like I'm halfway.
Great movie. Great movie.
I like the way it started off, bro. I love the fact that it started off with that Pink Floyd song, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, James.
Oh my God, bro, that was jamming.
And then after that, I watched the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker on HBO.
Oh man, I want to watch that too.
Woo, good.
Hey, let me get some straight for everybody in the comments.
Behind on the MCU.
Everybody
I'm so
in the
behind.
comments says that I was a Tua-neer on our 7-game winning streak. I was not a Tua-neer. I said Tua was looking like he may have progressed. It was called false hope, man.
False hope. All right, hey, hold on. I got other people on here. Take a chill pill. All right, sending Andrevius a Pickett jersey. Who's this?
Alexander Lubin.
Andrevius, man, when we draft him, I got you, bro.
No, that's not Alexander.
Polo, man. You know Kenny Pickett's a beast, bro.
Oh, that's Polo?
I'm the same
Polo,
person, Alexander
up,
Polo. I'm sending you a jersey, all right?
Listen to me when I tell you. Listen to me when I tell you.
You don't have to believe it. I'm just.
It's not happening. Like it's not happening. It's Deshaun Watson or Tua, and y'all got to get over it. I'm telling you that.
Listen,
our quarterback's going to be Deshaun Watson.
That's my kindness, Steven.
That's your kindness.
They are going after everybody, and that kid Pickett is the last-ditch effort to replace Tua. It's a possibility.
But he's better than Tua, Esther. That's the problem.
Bro, have y'all not seen Marino's Twitter? Bro, Marino's in their ear about that Pickett kid, bro.
I know.
So don't think
because Marino knows anybody is better than Tua.
You were talking all that nonsense earlier about you don't want to take him. He's a lot better than – look, you got to learn when to cut your losses sooner rather than later. Yep. And so if you got to get rid of Tua now and just bring in a young guy, then you just do it now while the rest of the team is fairly young.
So how many more theories y'all going to spread that's going to be wrong?
Bro, those aren't theories. Those are facts.
Y'all done spit a million facts that never happened. That's all I'm saying. Y'all done spit a million facts that never happened.
Let me bring on other people. D1, what's up?
Top of the morning, everybody.
There he is. What's up, D1?
Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
After you left, or not yesterday, the day before.
What's up, baby? How are you, man? Hey, something positive. You got to say something positive on kind or loving.
I love Esther Bengal's new name.
You love Esther? Okay. All right. Let me bring on.
Hey, Steven, I love the playoff predictions. We should do that before we get off.
Okay, I'm down with that. That can be our final thoughts.
Man, I don't care who wins anything right
Well,
now.
that's because you're not a football fan, bud.
I want to say something too.
Alabama already lost, bud.
I love D Noodle Boy, not Chosen's new name that I gave him.
Alabama already lost. You're out of it, Andrevius.
Andrevius looks like the Dolphins Obi-Wan Kenobi. By the way, that show's coming out here.
I'm serious.
Year.
I would take Andrevius as our starting QB over Tua. I would. He looks like he's a little athletic.
Cap for life. That would be Mace Windu, bro.
A little athletic. All right.
I bet he could throw 5-yard passes.
We're gonna bring on.
Listen to me. I got the same problem as Tua. I was left-handed, and my mom forced me to be right-handed. So
yeah, well,
I might have no arm strength. I might have a noodle arm.
The question is, do you still live with your mom, and does she dictate everything you do?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Are you allowed to get a glass of milk without your dad's permission?
Oh,
that's the
my
question.
God!
Wow.
Because that's
why do y'all do this?
Shots fired! Bang bang! Hey, it's Spread Kindness Friday.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying that's
by the way,
speaking.
Hold on. Speaking of spread kindness, you know who a guy who is able to get clicks up? Clicks? Who
My
clicks?
boy Pete.
Your boy Pete. Your boy Pete is in the building.
Spread Kindness Friday, fellas. My spread kindness is Tua is our guy. You Tua haters, y'all need to stop it.
Anticipation's killing.
Y'all Tua haters just need to stop it, man.
All right, I'm leaving.
For real.
I'm leaving.
The trolling is real. The trolling is real. D1 left. Why you leave, D1? Don't leave.
Dude, Pete lives in D1's head rent free. It's so bad, man. D1, you gotta stop letting him get to you, bro. I love you, D1, but come on, man. Pete is doing this to you, man. You're letting him.
All right, and then we have this sorry Knicks fan here.
Boo!
Boo this man!
Cam Reddish. Hey, y'all need to recognize Cam Reddish, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle all day, baby.
Oh my God!
All day. In 2 weeks, we're gonna beat the Heat.
Last time the Knicks did anything in the NBA, candy bars cost a nickel. All right.
Wow.
Hey, but I just want to say good morning.
You got to say something positive. Say something positive.
All right. First off, I just want to say good morning. You know, all you guys in the panel, even though we always do get out every day, I still love every single one of y'all on the panel.
Thanks.
Many blessings to every single one of you and your families as well. And, you know, just stay positive. And one thing we can all agree on, we just want the Dolphins to be successful. That's all. That's the only thing.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that.
That's what's up, Alex. And you tell Lily Adams at the AT&T store that we said what's up.
Cap, you get up here, Cap. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I want to hear Cap, man. I haven't heard Cap for a long time, man. Where's my boy Cap, man?
Hey, but
Steven,
I found
real
something
quick.
interesting.
Real quick, hold up, yeah. I just want to tell Steven. I know you say you don't want Nathaniel Hackett, but I mean, if he brings, because keep this in mind,
He's
Nathaniel
not
Hackett
going to.
But Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett are attached at the hip. He revitalized his career.
No, they're not.
Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT, bro. He's the best QB since Marino.
Yes, he is. And
I don't know if I want to gamble on a guy that already has a already made QB, bro. Like, how much are you actually doing that the quarterback's not actually like contributing for?
Same thing with Adam Gase, man. Adam Gase didn't call plays. Peyton Manning did. That's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened with Hackett, dude.
Aaron Rodgers is better than Deshaun Watson?
Yes, dude. Aaron Rodgers is the best QB in the NFL right now, man.
I'm just asking questions.
Yes, he's best QB in the NFL right now.
At the end of the day, I don't care who's under center. I just want to win.
I know you're saying Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL, but have you guys looked at the quarterback stats and seen where Brady is?
He's the best.
Oh, Brady's the GOAT, best of all time.
And you know what's funny? I was at the barbershop the other day, and we're talking about Aaron Rodgers in there. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, these guys not one time haven't mentioned Tom Brady. I told that one dude, I said, go look up Tom Brady's stats and tell me if he should be in MVP talks for this season.
He should be, yeah.
He almost dropped his phone.
Jonathan Taylor,
like people
him and Jonathan Taylor need to get more love. Yeah.
How is Brady's stats going like overlooked if we're really going to talk about stats? Is there anybody going to be an MVP talk? It has to be Tom Brady this season.
I mean, Pete, look.
Listen, I told you ever since he went to Tampa Bay, I'm not a Tom Brady hater anymore.
Mike Evans missed some games. Godwin missed some games. You know, and also, you know, Antonio Brown went off the deep end. You know, it's just Brady should be in the conversation. He should
And
be
he has
actually
a
getting
buttload
more.
of
But you got to
injuries.
think about it. I
No,
understand
the
why
one that
Brady not
should
getting
be in
love
the
though.
conversation is Aaron Rodgers with Brady
he is.
taking reigning MVP.
So
Like it should automatically be
MVP
Brady. Like,
my
but it
MVP
feels like
Hey, and Pete, have you
my,
seen some of the hits that Brady's taken this season, and he gets right back up, bro?
my MVP my MVP pick is definitely Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
100%. Me
Rodgers
too.
is MVP.
I can't debate that.
Steven, I don't know if I can agree with that because I wonder if that vaccination thing is going to take a hit on him.
It should two things. Number one, it should have no merit whatsoever.
That's ridiculous, man. If
no
that's
merit.
If that's the truth,
no merit.
then
Yeah,
and by the way, that Chicago beat writer
should not get a vote.
Should not be able to vote at all.
But guys, I understand why Brady isn't getting enough love because he's greatness. So people overlook greatness a lot.
Yeah.
Brady's going to get plenty of love when he retires, man.
I
Don't
guess
worry.
how we're going to overlook Kenny Pickett in the draft because he's so great.
He's great, man. Oh, yeah, you're right,
Don't worry.
Andreas.
Come
Let's
April-
talk about
come
Kenny,
April,
man. Kenny's very good.
I'm sending you a
Andreas is right.
jersey, bro.
I don't get why you guys want another rookie quarterback. You know, you guys
It's
can't deal with
insanity.
You know what I think it is?
Insanity.
Alexander, you know what I think it is? Alexander, I think it's
insanity.
No, I think it's because it's a direct, it's a University of Pittsburgh quarterback, the last quarterback out of the University of Pittsburgh that was really hyped up this way. We all know his name.
Yep.
We all know where he went. And that people are just wanting that to be the case. They want that to be the case.
Kenny Pickett looks good, man. He's 6'3".
It's destiny, Steven.
He has a rocket
It's not
arm,
destiny.
man.
It's
He's
destiny.
mobile.
You can
Kenny
keep telling
Pickett has
yourself.
all the intangibles that you want, man. I'm telling you right now, Kenny Pickett is going to be good in this league.
I like what somebody said yesterday. I think
The football
Andrevius
gods
said
are
it.
blessing us.
I think Andrevius said it as he just hopped off. Get back on here, Andrevius said, "I will pick it if it's Kenny Pickett." I'm just
Take this receipt. Kenny Pickett.
The
will be
football
a great
gods are
QB.
blessing us.
my,
They're telling us.
The football gods have not blessed us in 45 years, bro. What do you mean they're blessing us?
They're saying we're sorry. We're sorry for giving you Tua.
What?
So we're going to
with
give you
who?
the next.
Oh my God, Polo!
The
Really?
next greatness in Kenny Pickett.
Let me tell you what the football gods think of Dolphins.
being a Dolphin fan, you will turn atheist real quick and not believe in no football.
Because I believe that.
I'm surprised I still have hair from
Did
being
the
a Dolphins fan
Dolphins
for all
do
these
something
years.
personally to Jesus? I don't know about because
look.
Apparently Hard Rock Stadium.
Hey, there's somebody else on the panel that's Go Deep person. Who's Go Deep?
Who's Go Deep?
Hey, everybody, it's
Yeah,
Dolph
yeah.
and Don, man. What's going on, y'all?
No, you gotta bring the sun back.
Go deep to it.
Look at that guy, Kenny Pickett.
Is that a Kenny Pickett avatar?
He is a beast. Look at Kenny.
Pickett.
My God.
We're gonna spread the agenda. We're gonna be
Hey,
the
Dolphin
new
Don.
Tuaners.
Dolphin Don.
You have to say something
apparently
positive. By the way. You
the
have to say something
argument.
positive.
The
What's the
argument.
argument?
Hold on.
What's the argument, man?
You have to
Look,
say something
bro,
positive.
the argument in the locker room was Coach Flo was not insulting people. He told Tua go deep, and he said, "You can't talk to people like that."
Oh my God, that's
Can't
the
talk to people. No. This is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's what I would have told Tua if I was the head coach.
You can't talk to people like that.
The whole media would have had me on tape saying unacceptable Tua.
Hey, y'all don't be talking about my quarterback like that. Remember against the Bengals? Who said he can't throw deep? Remember against the Bengals last year? He threw it to Jakeem Grant. If he caught that, that was 99 air yards.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, man. You're right.
Cruz Ruiz says Pickett will
Tua
be
has a
Darnold.
deep arm,
Cruz.
guys. He has a
Darnold
deep,
2.0.
strong
You're
arm.
wrong, Cruz. Tua's Darnold right now, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now. Kenny Pickett.
Tua's gonna be.
That's not a compliment.
Tua's gonna be a Hall of Famer, y'all.
Okay, so Ruiz, what is Tua right now?
Oh, by the way, you were supposed to
Tua's
say
the GOAT, bro. He's the
positive.
MVP.
Tua's the DeMarcus Russell of
Bro,
this year.
Tua is the
Except he
best
wasn't
in his-
drafted number one.
Hold up, y'all. I got to say something nice, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. It sure would be nice if we was to draft Kenny Pickett.
Oh my!
Yes, sir.
Yes, it would
Let's
be.
spread the agenda.
Look at Kenny. Kenny's
Hey,
even
I
a
want to
good
bring
looking
up
guy.
something to you guys, real quick. All right, so we all I think running back needs to. I think the running back position needs to do an upgrade. You know, I understand that we have Duke Johnson, Philip Lindsay, but I don't know. I love Duke Johnson, of course.
Me too. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a long-term answer.
No, you just need to get. You need to add
Well,
one more. Power
Alexander, I have a question for you. How are you going to get a? How are you going to get a? Are you wanting a running back in the draft?
No, free.
Because I mean, is there going to be a good one in the 3rd round? Because we ain't gonna have those picks, bro. You know where those picks are going.
They're going for Deshaun Watson.
And
Melvin Gordon.
Let me
Melvin
ask y'all.
Gordon.
Let me ask y'all.
Yeah,
a question.
that's a good one, Alexander. Melvin
Let me
Gordon.
ask you, Polo and Dolphin Don. Do y'all really think there is any chance in this world that the Dolphins' luck is that good that they were to get Kenny Pickett?
To be real, Steven, I know it's a slim possibility, but I know the problem is I do think that we're moving on from Tua, so it's not out of the question.
It's not definitely not because
their plans, y'all. I'm telling you.
By the way,
honestly,
the odds of the next
Dolphin
head coach came out, and Brian Dable's on top of the list.
We won't have
God help us. God help us.
But
similar to that too, though.
Bro,
to give a second answer,
Steven, you need to accept, bro. Pickett is on that list, bro. It's Deshaun Watson. Anybody else that's an upgrade, Kenny Pickett, last resort. You got to stick it out with Tua, bro.
To give a second answer, Steven,
Tua is the last
on the coach.
on that
I'm not
list,
even
bro.
gonna lie.
Last.
I'm not even gonna lie. For me, it's either Watson or a rookie quarterback.
Listen to me when I tell you this. Everybody hush. I will take any bet. Put any number on it. I will take any bet that we don't end up with Kenny Pickett. Any bet. Just name your price.
Well, we can't see on
Name a price.
Yeah, I understand that, but that bet is everything for you.
Name a price.
You know the rules.
You gotta give me odds, man. No, you gotta give me odds, bro.
I don't want odds. Price. Do we get him or not?
No, you can't do a straight up bet.
I don't take conditional bets. I don't play odds. Are we getting Kenny Pickett or not? Name the price.
Let's bet, let's bet a Obi-Wan Tua coin.
Let's bet this. Obi-Wan, let's bet this. If we don't have Tua, if we don't have Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, or Aaron Rodgers, yes, we get Kenny Pickett.
I don't want none of those old quarterbacks.
I don't want these conditional things. Are we getting Kenny Pickett or no?
Watson's the best case scenario.
No, I'm not taking the bet. No, y'all. If we're gonna talk about it, it means it must be like a real possibility.
I'm not letting you stack the deck against me. No way, bud. Sorry.
Okay, so don't take the bet. Y'all so confident.
Watson still wants out of Houston, regardless of Brian Flores is the head
coach of that team just a reminder: any bet that is made on my channel,
what'd you say, Alex?
I get a percentage.
Watson still wants, even if the Texans hire Brian Flores because he's the top candidate over there.
How much percent
in Houston?
How much percent?
Watson still wants out.
I didn't hear he was the top
candidate.
25.
Yes, Alex. That's correct. That's 100% correct. Pete, tell him why, Pete.
Everybody knew that. I don't know why everybody thinks Brian Flores was the reason he was coming here. Like what? Like why did they think that?
But he was one of the driving forces, though.
I sat back and thought about it yesterday. I think Brian Flores is a lot like me and Coach.
Cruz Ruiz says change spread kindness Friday to scream over everyone.
I don't talk to people,
guys.
I don't talk to people nicely.
Jump up here, Cruz.
If Tua was playing bad, I would call him garbage. Brian Flores is probably a lot like me.
You can't say that. You can't say something like that.
I know, you can't treat people that way.
You can't treat people that way. It's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
So do you guys honestly feel Tua's not going to be our quarterback next year? Like no matter what.
I sure hope not.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what.
I don't know, Pete, but I don't think if we don't land Deshaun Watson, we're getting a different quarterback. I think everybody's crazy with that theory.
Again, I am not betting because I don't bet, but the bet should be: does Tua start week 1? Yes or no? That should be what the bet is.
No.
Look,
if I will bet you that, Andrevius, $1,000.
If they had Tua Stain,
I think the whole Tua thing.
I want to bet on this Kenny Pickett thing. People got pictures and everything.
Tua doesn't start game 1.
No,
I'm gonna send you a jersey on
we don't draft
we
Kenny
give
Pickett.
Steven 800 of it.
Hey, you know what, Steven, you should actually follow suit with Don and Polo there, putting the Pickett, because I heard rumors are when you get the quarterback right in Miami, your YouTube channel blows up, baby.
Hey, bro, I mean, Pete.
You gotta push the narrative and stand on something. These guys that sit in the middle, they don't blow. It's always
you know how we do on flip floppers.
Yeah,
you know, I gotta leave myself room to flip.
In the alternate universe that doesn't exist here, when we draft Kenny Pickett, I don't want to hear nothing about we got to let him develop, because first of all, we're not drafting him. But in the alternate universe where we do draft him,
but we ain't going to have him.
He doesn't get time to develop.
Andre, we ain't going to need
Steven's got to ice his back when the show's over because he flip flops so much from them.
Hey,
slapping his back.
Bro. When we draft Pickett, we're going to need a president. We're gonna need a new president for the fan club.
It'll be me,
I don't know
man.
a name.
It'll be
I don't
me.
know a name.
It's gonna be Polo and Don. Polo, Don, and Steven.
No, they're gonna be called Picketeers.
Picketeers. I love it. Picketeers.
Picketeers.
All of a sudden, y'all gonna agree that the offensive line is terrible.
We're gonna address that in free agency, Andreas.
I mean, it's
I
flip
nominate
flops.
1, 2, 3, 4 F's to be the Pickett fan club.
Yep.
I nominate
F's. Are you going to be nominated as the Picketeer fan club president?
Yes, I will, because I love Kenny
Listen,
Pickett.
Alexander,
He's
you
mobile.
gotta
He
enter
has a
the
rocket
Spider-Verse.
I love
You gotta enter
Kenny
the
Pickett.
Spider-Verse. We're not drafting him in this part of the multiverse.
Dolphin Don says cross the picket line.
Only person I'd take
I
over
don't want
Pickett.
another rookie quarterback though. I don't want another rookie quarterback.
Well,
The
we don't want
Dolphins
another head
don't want
coach,
another
so you don't have
rookie
a choice,
quarterback.
Andreas.
The Dolphins don't want another rookie quarterback.
Are you going to talk about movies, homie?
We'd rather have a sorry quarterback than a rookie.
What do you want to talk about?
That new Exorcist movie.
No, bro, I don't do scary movies,
No,
bro.
come
I'm
on
not
with
about that
that
life.
scary
It
stuff.
stars you.
Not about that scary.
It
No,
stars
bro.
you in your sleep, bro.
No.
When you asleep, you flip flop in your sleep.
But
Everybody thinks that it's an exorcism.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you, Shaw. You don't want a rookie quarterback, right? I know why. It feels like we shouldn't go that
Because
route.
we're gonna be doing this again if we get a rookie quarterback. Because nobody wants to let him develop, and
How
he's gonna
about
have to
if- how
develop
about-
too.
look,
He's gonna have to
hold
develop
on,
too. I don't know why
Shaw.
y'all think he's a finished product. He's
No,
not.
hold on. How about if
many
we
years
get
been developing
Harbaugh
Tua?
and he decides to
God.
go with his rookie quarterback, and let's say it is Pickett? Would you?
He's not gonna do that.
But Harbaugh just
He's
the best
saying
coach, right?
if, hypothetically.
Okay.
He wants you to play. He wants you to play the
The
hypothetical.
fifth will all be drunk as fuck.
Wow. Oh my
Pete,
God.
don't pay his
Swear
swear
jar.
jar
Tua.
today.
Swear jar, bro.
Don't pay his swear jar, Pete.
Swear jar.
And respect.
Are you serious for saying sucks? Look, what if we're so bad because of Tua, obviously, and he got the coach fired? They sell the team to London, and they give the Hard Rock
Mute his mic,
Stadium
Steven.
to
Mute
the
his mic. Mute
Hurricanes,
his
bro.
mic. Please mute his mic.
We're not going to London. We're
Please mute
facing-
his mic when he says that.
The Miami
foolishness.
Dolphins are like the face of the NFL. They're one of the,
After that, Estefan, you should be in timeout.
yeah, you're in timeout. They're one of the big.
You're in timeout. Hey, if Pete says you're in timeout, bro, you said some
Miami
wild stuff.
Dolphins are not going to London.
If Pete
Yeah.
called you out, you said some wild
London,
stuff.
London?
Come on, bro. I'll never be able to go there.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly,
Pete.
man. And I don't
Hey,
like
Pete,
tea
they
or
were talking
crumpets,
about it
man.
when we had Gase, though, man. Remember
no,
that?
Sir. No, sir. 2-minute timeout for you.
I'm not a big tea or crumpets.
Yeah, he's right.
fan.
They were bring
Penalty box, 2 minutes.
2 bucks. Hey, but here's the
Steven,
thing I wanted to
don't
point
make
out
me
because
drop my nuts on you like I did.
Big and Howard. Hey, let me say this real quick. You know what's weird to me? I never seen Stephen Ross do an interview solo like that, the way he went out this following weekend.
Somebody wrote, we see the man do a 10-minute press conference once a year. No, correction. You see this man do a 10-minute press conference once every 3 years.
Yeah.
That's about
I
Stephen
brought
Ross,
that
right?
out. I brought
Yeah.
that up to you, Steve, about that the day after in the conference. I told you, I was like, it's kind of weird that you see Ross do the press conference by
Never,
himself.
bro. Never.
Yeah,
for
I've
this.
never
He's
seen
always
that.
had, like, when
He always had his head coach and the GM with him.
It's like he made a statement. He was really mad at.
All right,
Hey,
hey,
I
hold on,
gotta
hold
say
on.
something nice because it's Spread Kindness Friday, Steven, about Tua. I'm being for real, man.
All right. The floor
So
is
there was
yours.
a Polynesian
Let's
guy.
hear this.
There was a Polynesian guy. I'm not gonna say his name because he's not in the chat, but he kind of called me out because of my contradiction to Tua. But I was keeping it football, bro. The shortcomings that Tua has as a player, and I feel kind of bad because I'm accepting towards all coaches, bro. And we have a Pacific Islander Day over here in San Antonio, bro. And I joined it. I even bought one of them freaking them skirt things that they wear, bro, and like pineapple magnets.
Please learn the names.
Yeah. So I don't even know what the name is, but I have one. It's not for me. It's not. I wish Tua would have. Hey, bro, he's
It's not
brown
a
like
kilt
me.
in
I
Hawaiian
wish.
culture.
I wish he would have. Yeah, hold on, y'all. I'm being serious, bro.
What are you talking
I
about?
wish Tua would have worked out.
Spreading kindness.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious. I wish he would have worked out.
Estefan, I'm losing listeners as you speak because I have no idea what
Okay.
you're talking about.
No. I'm just saying, for me, for them, for their culture, it would have been cool if Tua would have worked out. But it's not even about that. It's just the fact that he's not good at football. It's all about football, y'all. It's not about his ethnicity, bro.
Estefan, I'm gonna say this, bro. I love you. I have never seen someone hate someone so much as you hate Tua. I've never seen the hate that you
Steven,
have,
the thing is, you didn't get in the community and get to see how a player who wasn't
Did you
even
just
on
say
the
that
field.
Stephen D, the man who does a morning show every morning,
listen,
doesn't
wait,
get in the
Let me
community?
finish, bro. He's going somewhere.
Let me out. You weren't here when the guy that we believe was going to be our future quarterback, we used the second round draft pick to try to get him. You guys didn't hear the hate. You understand? On Rosen, were you here on that debacle? Some didn't even want to give this guy a living chance. So what's
Rosen
the
was
opposite?
never given a chance.
So
I
what's
personally
the
wish he
difference?
would have got a chance.
Some just
He
some
never- he
just
was never given
learned
a fair
now.
shot.
And by the way,
I didn't know the internet
it
was
wasn't
like
just
that.
it
So
wasn't
I learned.
Pete. He played for 5 teams in 4 years.
Josh Rosen
when
sucks.
he became a Dolphin, this was his
He played
for 5 teams in 4 years.
Steven, when Josh Rosen became a Dolphin, this was his second franchise. And the only reason they moved off of him based on heading into his second.
And explain to me why the other 3 have also moved on too. Thank you. Have a nice
What
day.
about what
Thank
Tom
you.
Brady didn't recognize any kind of greatness? Guess what? You're garbage.
But you don't get it, Steven. I understand.
How do I
what
not
you're
get it, Pete? Explain to me how I don't get it.
Okay, today's Spread Kindness Friday, right?
Yes.
Would you like if we had just got Josh Rosen and everybody and Estefan and Pete and everybody is up here saying Josh Rosen is trash. He sucks. He's never going to be anything. Do you like to hear that? Or is you're going to defend Josh Rosen and say, well, we haven't seen him as a Dolphin yet. We need to see and wait. Right? Isn't that what you would say? We got to wait and see.
Can I answer my question that was presented to me from you, Pete? Let me finish. I get the narrative that you're trying to spew.
But is that a narrative?
Hold on.
You got to eliminate narrative. Is that a narrative or is that the truth?
If somebody does not have an opportunity, yes, I would probably be the one beating my table. This person needs to have a real opportunity to prove himself. Now, with that being said, there are cases where you just know that somebody's not going to make it. And guess what? The result has been with 3 other teams after him that he is not the guy. So it's not like we screwed up and he went somewhere and was great.
Steven, put Josh Rosen's rookie highlights and put Tua's rookie highlights compared to one another. Rosen flashes more. Okay.
If Rosen was any good.
This is not about Rosen though. It's the don't take it further. This is about how can you say Estefan hates Tua so much when really Estefan, I know Estefan for a while now, he supported Tua. His takes now are based on from what he sees and believes. He didn't hate on Tua before he was a Dolphin. So I don't think Estefan is a real hater. He's just like EM now, and EM as well. I'm going to put you in there even though you're not down here is they supported our quarterback. He didn't flash and look very good, and he's getting what he deserves.
Yep.
Okay?
I supported
it's
Tua
not
too.
hate.
And just to share something with y'all, me and EM actually was getting on to me for talking about Tua during the year, bro. He wasn't even off of Tua until he had further evaluation, bro. I was literally the first quarter of the season, I was already coming off of Tua, bro.
Okay, all right.
From what I was seeing.
Hold on. I have somebody new in the chat. Pickett will fix it. Who is Pickett will fix it? Take yourself off mute. Pickett will fix it.
Pickett, baby. Hey, I'm bringing in all these guys. Come over to you guys. Hey, listen, I accept any applications.
Pickett will fix it. You're on mute. All right. You're on mute. Pickett will fix it. I don't know who Pickett will fix it is. He's not taking
all I know is Estefan, the Spurs suck. That's all I know.
Pickett will fix it. Take
what
yourself
happened
off
in
mute.
'99, Alexander? Exactly. You got testicles all over your face now, bro.
You ever heard of these?
Yo, you're
These
awesome. You're awesome,
nuts.
Estimate. I tell you, I love you, bro. You know, I love
you
going
too,
back
man.
and
Is
forth.
that 3? Is that 3 Pickett guys up here?
That's 3. There was 4.
I know, bro.
This is 3 guys who are going to be.
Hold on, there's 4?
There's
Hey,
4
Steven,
who is going to
can I
be
say
so
something?
disappointed.
The agenda
Oh my
is
Can I
spread.
say something? real
Steven,
quick?
your channel's gonna blow up, bro, as soon as we draft Pickett.
With who?
Hey, Steve.
With the 24th pick, the Miami Dolphins select
a scrub.
Kenneth
Thank you.
Pickett out of
You
Pittsburgh.
better hope that the Niners don't win on
Oh,
Saturday.
you better believe
We better
they
hope
are
the
With the
Niners don't
throwing
win.
24th pick,
picks
the
to
Dolphins
move up to
select
get that
random
kid, bro.
project offensive
Yeah, by the
tackle.
way, Dolphin fans, you are rooting against the 49ers on
Yes.
Saturday. It helps
Yes,
our
we
draft.
are.
It honestly doesn't matter because guess what? If we don't get Watson, we are going to trade whatever little bit of capital that we need to move up to the top 10 and get Pickett.
Facts.
Hey,
So it
Steve.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
agree with
I
that.
don't like
Can
what
I
I'm
say
hearing
something?
about this coaching hire, man. I'm hearing Dable's the favorite. There's actually odds on that right now that he's the favorite. I don't
Yeah,
like
I was
that
telling
hire.
you guys that earlier. He's
I'm not
number
believing
one.
that. I'm not
But
believing
Steven, is it okay if I is it okay if I say something about AT&T real quick?
Hey, look, do you, Alexander, promote who you want to promote?
I'm just trying to get people into the store because I'm trying to get some sales, bro. Like, all right, so
Well, just nobody lives up where you're at, so can they get with you like via Twitter and do stuff behind the scenes where they can walk into their own store and stuff?
they gotta go into their own store. Yeah, dang.
See,
all right.
See, Alexander. All right, look, if you live
I don't
where
live
you
that
at?
far from Deerfield,
In
Alexander.
Deerfield Beach, Florida.
I don't live that far from
If you're in
Deerfield.
Deerfield Beach, Florida, go check out my man at the AT&T store, Alexander.
Hillsborough Power Line.
He's going.
I can get there in like 20 minutes.
He's going to take care of you. Is what he's
If you're a first responder, if you're a first responder, you get a first net account for $16 a month. You get a free Apple Watch and also unlimited talk, text, and data, along with an iPhone as well for only $16 a month. If you're a first responder,
Y'all
or
ain't got no
nurse.
Dolphins fan discounts?
Hey, Alex.
Put you miserable, Alex.
No,
So when's the
Alabama fan
AT&T Lily
discounts?
Adams bikini
No,
day?
if you come in with a Tua jersey, you get 10% off.
Boy, no, that's buy one get one free, son. That ain't even 10% off.
My coworker is actually a Bears fan, so
The Bears. Omar Castro wants to know: do Watsonites get discounts?
Oh, Watsonites. Oh, I don't know about Watsonites.
Can you imagine mentioning Watson to AT&T
about the
Alexander?
Picketeers?
You'd be in a verbal altercation?
Hey, Alex, some say if Big O walks in there, you give him the whole store.
Hey, Tua Rosenvailoa. Is that Shake Money?
Yes, that's me.
All right, what's up, man?
Tua Rosenvailoa.
And then we also have Pickett Sucks. Who's Pickett Sucks?
Yeah, who's Pickett Sucks?
It's Joe. What's going on?
What's
going
up,
on,
Joe?
everybody?
Shout out to Joe.
We got
man.
somebody who
Thanks
actually
for
knows
coming
how to
up,
think.
Joe. We need more Joes in this world.
Yeah.
What's good, Pete?
What up, buddy?
I just want to spread some kindness.
Spread kindness, baby. Go ahead.
I just want to say that Tua has elite hair. And a nice hand.
Is that Shane Money?
All right, Pickett Sucks. You need to say something positive, nice, or loving today when you get on. So what's your
About
positive?
Kenny Pickett.
I just want to say that Tua will be here in year 3. Woo! But I just want to say for real, I love this show, Steven. I definitely appreciate what you do, man. You let everybody come on here and vent like Epps, you know.
Facts. I know.
And
it's unacceptable. I get it.
I know.
We know you don't like the chaos, Steven, but listen to the people. Listen to Joe. They love it.
Yeah, man.
Y'all are all right. I guess I like
it. You know,
Steven,
nice.
I bring in listeners, man. I do. It is what it is, bro.
Pete equals clicks and Epps equals listeners.
It is what it is, man. People love to hate me. Joel, I appreciate you calling me out, but much love, man. Much respect to you, Joel.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Hey Joe, POW, bro.
Epps is my boy too. Me and Epps always go at it too.
What did you just say?
I said POW, pit bulls over weenies.
Alexander's like my brother. You know,
They don't like weenies
on
on the panel, bro.
Andrevius he says, I'm too popular today. Line's blowing up. Hey, y'all need to tell people when y'all are on the #1 Miami fan morning show, stop calling me. I'm on
Steven,
I'm on
I had
clap
to tweet
blockers.
out the
I'm on
show
flip
today,
floppers.
man.
Andreas is out there in Florida walking around with that blanket, bro. People are throwing cash at him.
Steven, how is Andrevius number 2?
They think he's homeless.
You're number 2 when I tweeted out the show today. I
Hey,
should
bro,
be the number 2.
bro,
I want
you-
Andrevius's job.
Hey, well, you got to challenge them. This is like a dance battle. If you want, or like drumline. If you want to be a P2, you got to challenge to be a P2. Okay.
You see, I already started Epps. I'm trying to get that
Steven,
job, but I'm
bro,
ahead of
Steven,
guys like
Steven,
Epps.
Steven,
What did
bro,
I change
old
my
school
name
Nick
to?
Cannon.
Tua's our guy.
Steven, bro,
Stop it.
old school Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, don't talk about that man. That man that man's an Oscar award winning, or should be an Oscar award winning actor. Yeah, I said it. I'm not trolling.
And he
Nick
knocked up Mariah
Cannon's got
Carey.
dissed
And he knocked up Mariah Carey.
Amazing.
And he
Nick
knocked up
Cannon's
Mariah
got
Carey.
dissed by every rapper in the entire game.
That's okay. Haters gonna hate.
At least he's not. Hey, one thing on his resume. One thing on his resume, he could say he knocked up Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah, well that's definitely a
Kenny, the
another one.
Kenny Samoan Slayer Pickett. Who's this?
Man, it's level 2 new.
Level 2
yeah,
new.
there he is. I actually love this guy's takes, man. I'd
First
like
of
to
all,
see him more.
Level,
often.
thank you for your donation,
That
bro.
is legendary.
Hey, no problem.
And thank
Kenny,
you. Hey, Level 2 Noob is part of the
Samoan
family now,
Slayer.
y'all.
Level 2
Noobs
is
signed up to become a member of the family this morning.
one of my favorite
Welcome
people
to
in
the
the chat.
Welcome to the family. Level 2 Noob.
Often.
Welcome.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Believe it or not, this guy's very knowledgeable. I've
So,
watched his chat.
Level, are you a Kenny Pickett fan, sir? Is this true, or are you just trolling?
Oh no, Kenny Pickett's trash.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We're
I
on the
hate
same
Level
page.
Bro,
2
change your
Noob.
profile pic, man.
I just wanted to be
So
in
you
on the
prefer
picture.
trash over
Hold
a
on.
weenie?
He
Okay.
said Kenny Pickett is trash. I need to know. No, you're not gonna get away with that one.
Thank
You're
you.
not gonna.
Well, can I say something real quick?
You can say everything.
You know what? You know why I want Kenny Pickett? That way, every time he gets sacked in a game, I could say,
What is this? Oh my God, dude!
Cute Kenny.
What the hell was that?
That
You're
was
gonna blame
South
Tua.
Park. That was South Park.
That sounds like
Guys, you
one of
can't play
those
stuff like
old
that. I'm gonna
Burger
get-
King
I'm gonna get-
rug
all
rap.
you
I'm
need
gonna
to
get
know
red.
is
I'm gonna get red flagged on
Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award winner.
You remember the old
All-American
Rugrat watches that
ACC
Burger King
Player
used
of
to
the
give out
Year.
on the big kids
Is
meal?
Epps reading
That's
out?
what that
Is Epps
sounded
reading
like.
out his accomplishments?
ACC
Epps is reading out his
Offensive Player of the
accomplishments.
Year.
Damn right.
First team All ACC.
Oof.
Oh my
I
God!
like the sound of that.
Recognize.
He's reading his
How good was the
You know what?
ACC this
I
year, though?
have to admit, just
Johnny
because
Unitas
How
Golden
many SEC
Arm winner.
quarterbacks were ever any
Wow.
good in the NFL?
just because y'all are trolling this so hard, there is a side of me that wants this to happen, just so I can see how crazy it becomes. Crazy.
It would be crazy if
I-
Kenny
look,
Pickett
I
came
gotta
in
be
and threw
honest,
for
I didn't-
5,000 yards. That would be crazy.
I got to be honest.
Hey,
I'm
y'all think
actually
about
shocked
this.
What's going on the panel with all this
Go ahead,
Kenny
Pete.
Pickett love? Like, it's shocking to me. Absolutely shocking. But from the fan base standpoint, like, guys are actually pushing it. And I respect it. I'm
This
down
just
with
goes
it.
to show you, Pete, how many people do not believe in Tua.
That's
Hey, hey, Pete.
that's the
I'm-
denominator right there for sure.
Go look at Marino's Twitter, bro.
Whether you
He's
believe
pushing
in
it
Pickett
too,
or
man.
not,
Dan Marino?
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Oh
bro.
my
Look
Whether
at
you
Twitter.
believe in
Color
check-
commentary. What's up, color commentary?
Pushing for
Hey guys,
Pickett.
how's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Did I say it right? Is it color
Man.
or Kueller?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
the man.
Color's fine, actually. Yeah, it actually has a that's the correct pronunciation, color.
Color.
But that's why I wanted to specify it was no relation to Joe Rose, the official color commentary of the Miami Dolphins
Oh, I see
radio
what
network.
you did there. I see what you did there. I like it. I like it. Color, you got to say something positive up here, getting on here.
Okay. Positive, like just in general.
Yeah, man.
Deshaun Watson
I really
beats
love
Or-
this
or-
show. I think you guys are doing a great job.
See, shout out to color commentary.
There you go. I like
Shout
this
out.
guy.
That was a good one.
Well,
Hey,
you
Color.
like Tua. That's
You gotta tell him your take about the wet football theory, bro.
Man,
Please.
I have about 5 different angles on that wet football, so I really have to go back and watch the show and see what I actually said that night.
Hey, what is your avatar? Your avatar has a number 4, but it looks like Cam Newton.
Well,
Watson,
because if you go to the Dolphins fan shop, they will not let you put Watson with a number 4 on the jersey because the
Really?
because the Texans still own the rights to him. So if your last name is Watson and you happen to like number 4, you're out of luck for a Dolphins jersey.
Oh my god!
So I put the D in front of it and it let me do it. So that's just I didn't buy the jersey, but that's just the product page.
I see what you did there. All right, let me put on Trucker Lance. Trucker Lance.
What's
up,
happening?
Trucker Lance?
Good morning, Lance.
Hey, Lance, what are you wearing? Is that a Duke Blue Devil shirt?
No.
Okay, all right. Oh, it's a
Offshore.
shark. Offshore. Okay. All right, you got to say something positive, Lance. Something positive or kind or loving.
Tua is the greatest 20-yard passer that I've ever seen.
Why did it have to be about
20 yards is generous.
Yeah, 20 yards is very generous. I'd say maybe
Well,
10,
that's because he's 20.
Yeah, that's adding like about 16 extra yards, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I only say that because from 20 and up, he's like 27th best. Or worse, I should say.
He's the best 5-yard passer we've ever seen.
But
Let's say that.
And to give him credit,
Lance is trying to say is out of 20 quarterbacks, he's in the top 20.
27.
Top 20. Okay. all
27.
right.
I got an idea. What if
He's
we
the
run the
27th
RPO?
He's like number 27 and from 20 yards and above.
Now, to his credit, that
So that's like what? 3-4 players behind him?
I've never seen somebody get so much hate. Well, that's not
mid-level
true.
strike to Smythe
LeBron gets a lot.
for the Patriots game. That mid-level 25-yard strike to Smythe was probably the reason he's not 32nd in that stat. To give him credit.
I love it, Color.
But I don't think Tua like, are we? The biggest concerns already is 2 years in a row in the rain, it just flops out of his hands. Are we really gonna continue this?
Especially
And that segues into Color's wet football theory, bro. I'll tell him, Color.
Florida.
Like,
Well,
are we gonna have a regular season guy gets into the playoffs on the road? We're one and done with that guy, no matter what.
Well, look,
Especially if you play in somewhere like Green Bay, or if you play in some.
That's a
well, not
Super
Green
Bowl
Bay,
right
let's not
there.
say like New England.
Oh
Buffalo.
yeah, it could be a week 16 game at Green
Yeah, if
Bay.
you play somewhere like that and you just flop, you're nothing to us.
Look, I'm
Don't
going to
we
be
play
fair.
the NFC North this year?
You guys ready for fairness to Tua?
We're ready. We're listening.
That ball that slipped out of his hands, I'm gonna be honest. That kind of thing happens to every quarterback. I mean, let's be honest.
Not
You know
three
what I mean?
times though.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not actually like nitpicking that particular one shot. That's just an overwhelming example of many.
Well,
But what
you're
I'm
right.
But what
You're
I'm saying
absolutely
is,
right.
but what I'm saying is, when I point out that it's not as if we're talking in a vacuum. I didn't use that one slip out of his hands to say he can't throw a wet football. They said it. He came out and said he's going to Maryland this offseason to learn how to throw a wet football.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look,
him
let
and
me
Steve are meeting
tell you
up.
something. Who was that?
I'm about to say I live here in Maryland. Maybe
Yeah,
I can
from
go
what I
watch.
hear, they're meeting up for lunch at Panera Bread.
Here's the biggest concern. What I seen on that Titans game.
Can I quote you, Color? After B goes, can I quote you, bro? Because I love that take.
Sure.
My biggest concern looking at Tua is, yes, that happens to every quarterback with the ball could slip in those conditions at all times.
Sure.
But when I seen him holding the ball differently on a pass that he threw on a flat, it looked like he was holding like a tennis ball type stuff.
He palms it. He palms the ball.
Yeah,
because his hand is too
he
small.
changed the way he hold the ball, and that's something. If you need to do that, you're not ever gonna be good.
Because he has no spread on his hand, man.
All right, I need a quote, Color.
My biggest concern. Honestly.
All right, everybody be
That's why they
quiet.
measure hands in the combine. We all make fun of it, but that's why they do that.
Exactly. That is.
All right, Color. I got you, bro. So I tuned into the Fins tailgate the other night, and I heard Colors Tech, bro, and I love him for saying this, bro, because there is a smear campaign against Flores right now, and this is for all you smear campaign people. Listen, is it Flores' fault? This is quote unquote, this is Color, not me. Is it Flores' fault that a grown-ass man that's been playing this game his whole life does not know how to throw a wet football? I'm sorry, bro, but that is pinpoint, precise, accurate, bro.
I don't think it rains in Hawaii. It's always sunny, right?
That's what I was going to ask.
It rains in Alabama. Next.
The bottom line is Tua plays in Miami. We don't. It's gonna rain, man. Tua's gonna go to Maryland and think he's gonna fix his small hands. It's not happening, man.
Yeah, they got a meme photo of Tua out floating around that shows him doing a champ pose or whatever, like in the rain of Miami. And I'm thinking, that's hilarious. That's just gold. That is comedy gold.
You think I care about Tua? This Tua talk needs to die out already. You know why? Miami Dolphins have the most salary cap. The most.
Facts.
We don't even have a head coach.
Facts.
You know what the funnest part about it is? We need to push the Hard Knocks narrative.
Facts.
You know how fun it's going to be if we get Hard Knocks with a rookie coach, and especially if it's Harbaugh? We're going to have inside stuff. We're going to get to see it all. That's going to be beautiful. I'm happy.
All right, real quick. I want to have a little fun with you guys right now, and also the people that are in the chat. So what I'm going to do is, number one, I'm going to bring this person in. I'm here to get Pickett. Who's this? I'm here to get Pickett? Take yourself off mute. You're on mute. I'm here to get Pickett.
All my Pickaneers, come on, baby.
I'm gonna have a full room full of Pickett people.
Come on, Pickaneers. Keep coming.
All right. While I'm waiting for whoever this person is, and I don't know who it is. Alexander, I'll bring you on in a minute. I want to do a pick 'em for the games this weekend from the fans. So I'm going to do who will win. And I'm going to put it up for 5 minutes, and then we'll go to the next game so everybody can vote. So the first game I'm going to have is Vegas, the Raiders and Bengals. If you look in the chat,
baby.
Second, if you
Why
look
are you
here
asking?
in the chat,
Move on.
you can pick in the chat, and I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes, and we're gonna
I'm gonna put my receipt
Clock
down,
Blockers
Steven.
fans pick them.
My receipt is Bengals.
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 Burrow's gonna release his testicles all over the Raiders.
You got to get out of here.
Is anybody taking the Raiders?
Yeah, hey
am.
guys. I gotta get up out of here. I just wanted to give my final thoughts of the day, and then I gotta go to work. But I hope that we improve. I have hope that this regime will get the higher right, and I have hope that we will be better from this. But Steven, thanks for having me on again. Great
Alexander,
week.
seeing that you're my
another
brother,
great week here.
You're my brother. I will let you come to the Pickaneers next year. Don't worry, bud.
Be blessed, bro.
All right, God bless every single one of you.
Tell
guys.
Lily Adams we said hi.
Y'all have a great weekend.
You too,
have a good weekend, Alex.
You, Alexander.
Jordan, not yet. I will though. Kenny Samoan. Who's this? Samoan Slayer Pickett.
It's noob. I accidentally dropped out.
Level 2 noob. All you Pickett people today. Okay.
Well,
I'll wait about 5 minutes.
I got Burrow choking in his first big stage game, and the Raiders.
What's up, puppy?
Okay, level 2 noobs taking the Raiders. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. I like that.
It's not an easy game to pick, to be honest with you, but
That's the Finn. Look at Lance's puppy. Look at a puppy.
Yeah, he says yo quiero Taco Bell.
I got Bengals winning for sure.
Oh, y'all racist. Y'all racist. See y'all laughing.
Who you got, Pete? Raiders?
No, I got Bengals winning, but it wouldn't shock me if the Raiders upset them.
Gotcha.
Here's what I say. I think Burrow. I think Burrow at home. I think they're too strong. I think Cincinnati wins. I just think they're a better football
I'm gonna
team.
tell you right now, if Cincinnati goes in with that, they're gonna pass the ball, hype, and depend on Burrows. That's how they're gonna lose. They need to run the ball with Joe Mixon.
I agree.
Effectively.
I have some sneaking feeling
Nah,
that the
bro, they
Raiders
just gotta
defense.
be. They just gotta be balanced, bro. You gotta cut Burrow loose, bro.
I
Let him
have a
do his
sneaking
thing.
feeling that that Nassib guy or whoever they got on defense is going to have a star game, and the media
No,
is going
you
to be
don't
all over
shackle
it.
a pit bull, bro.
See, the problem is
Burrow
man,
is a pit bull.
The problem is if you double cover Jamar Chase, you got Higgins and you got Tyler Boyd, and then you got that tight end who's very good as well. And you got
Well,
Joe
I'll say
Mixon
one
and-
thing about that though, Pete. You are right to an extent. It's just got to be a balanced attack, bro. Because you do have to run the ball
I
in the
already know
playoffs,
how the
bro.
Raiders are going to play. The Raiders are going to put up points. People
Well,
act like
no,
the
you
Raiders
gotta
are going to
consider
chew that
that
clock,
they might be
and they're going to
spent from
put up
last week.
points.
You think time out? You think Vegas is going to put up points on Cincinnati? Like I think Cincinnati's going to blow them out.
No, if the Raiders
If I
are going to win,
continue to break
if the-
this game down in my head, Steven, I'll probably end up picking the Raiders to win.
If the Raiders win, it's because Carr will small ball them all the way to the end of the clock.
Yep. And all they do is rush 4.
Don't hit the red button.
And get relentless pressure from 4
Lance,
guys.
don't
They
hit
need
the red
blitz.
button. Push the little red button. I had to put you on
Hey,
mute, Lance, 'cause we were
I'll
getting
tell you what
feedback.
you're going to see from Burrow, though, Pete. When
I
they
don't
do
know.
that, Burrow is not like Tua. He doesn't fold under that. You might get him a time or two, but Burrow responds under pressure, bro. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
just saying, man.
100%.
He'll pick up his hot routes. He'll move in the pocket. He'll break that pocket, but he makes it happen, bro. I'm
does.
telling you, since
but
I've been
listen.
watching him back in college, bro, he's starting to transition to Joe Burrow from college, and it looks like Joe Burrow from college in the NFL, bro. He's making it look
Let me
that
tell
easy.
you. Let me tell you what I love about Joe Burrow, and this is what I needed to see from him this year. When we had Tannehill and his knee injury happened, I don't know if you guys remember. I know you guys remember, but I paid attention when he got back, and he wasn't playing the same. Joe Burrow is playing exactly the same even before he got injured. That injury is not holding him back. He's not scared. That's why he's playing at a high level. Now, what I'm
also
gonna say
starting
with
to
the
have
Raiders
fun,
game,
man.
you guys see Joe Burrow, he just throws it up and into double coverage. He's not scared. Against the Raiders, they're gonna rush 4, and he's gonna have to make those type of big plays if his run game is not working. And the Raiders' game plan right now is gonna be to chew the clock and take the run game away and force Burrows into throw into double coverage. And he's going to make it happen.
Hey,
Burrows is that guy.
DF said this show should be called Pete and His Kids. Woo!
Yo,
Shots
Daddy
fired,
Pete, can I
shots
borrow the
fired.
keys to the car?
Who said that?
DF.
Hey, DF.
Oh, he's a
Guess
hater,
what?
bro. Why are you putting that on? Why are you putting that on the screen?
Entertaining.
But hold on, DF. What happened to the guys that used to come up here and argue with Tua? Why they can't come back up? That's all
Hey,
they
DF, how
had
come you
was
don't? Why
Tua
don't you get
takes.
up here?
That's all they had was only Tua. So since they're wrong on Tua, they don't want to be up here anymore.
Who said that? Oh,
Come on, bro.
Oh,
Don't
DF,
put that
bro.
on my
I'm
name
not
like
talking
that.
to him for.
He's one of those quote unquote what
come back in,
Ian would call the I word, bro. I ain't gonna say it.
All right, real quick. 5 minutes ago, I'm gonna the poll started. I'll end it. Cincinnati won according to you, the fans. So we're gonna have Cincy moving on to the next round.
Yep.
All right.
I got a bold prediction for the playoffs. I have the Eagles winning.
And so that has Cincinnati winning at 65%. Next, we're gonna do Buffalo and New England. What do you guys think about that game?
Oh, Buffalo blowing them out.
Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
I do see it competitive.
Buffalo for me.
Buffalo.
Top 5 offense, top 5 defense, bro. They're probably going to the AFC Championship.
I think Buffalo's gonna put up 50 on the Patriots.
Me too.
I got New
I see
England.
it competitive. I think Patriots running game is too much. Buffalo couldn't handle their running game in back-to-back games. So I think
Color
this
said New
weather is
England?
just made for New England.
Yeah, I got New England. I'm not going to bet against Bill Belichick in a playoff game ever. I don't care.
If you had Tom Brady, I would say that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got Mac Jones coming off of
Who?
Well, let me finish real quick.
Whack Jones.
Wait a minute.
We don't call him Mac.
Okay, Whack Jones is coming off a bad performance that he's upset with himself about. They got a stout running game. Their defense is healthy. It's going to be a lot closer than Buffalo ain't just going to run roughshod on them. It's going to be a cold day in Buffalo. They do have the advantage with home field. That's Buffalo, but then you got Belichick. So it's basically Belichick versus Buffalo's crowd.
All valid points. All valid points. Respect.
Look, I think that, you look at the game the last time the Patriots were in Buffalo. Patriots ran through 3 times. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be on Sunday there.
Bitter cold, but clear, I believe.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a totally different game than the time they faced them in the last game. But my expectation is Buffalo is going to adopt what the Dolphins did this year to them, and they're going to expose them and put pressure on Wack. And I think Buffalo's going to dominate this game. I really do.
One other tidbit.
That's only if Josh Allen can stay healthy, because there was a report that just came out that Josh Allen was complaining about having a circulation problem in his feet.
He's playing. Trust me, they're not going to the playoffs.
That's
Oh no, I'm not saying he's not going to play, but if he can't move, that takes away most of his game.
I think that's McDermott just playing head game, trying to
exactly.
Belichick.
And Josh Allen ain't too.
No, this is a quote. This is a quote from Josh Allen.
Well, they could tell Josh Allen to say that as well.
Well, I think that's a bit much, but yeah, I mean, it's not.
I do understand what you're saying, but I think there's enough fentanyl and morphine to get Josh Allen out there, and he'll be fine.
Bro, you're just straight up drugging him up to go out there and play. Here's your drugs. Go play.
One other tidbit.
Man, he told me to throw the ball.
The NFL
and then Josh Allen is out there drowsy throwing interceptions, and they're wondering why.
Side effects may include interceptions, sack fumbles.
Hey, Brett Favre did it for years, man.
Bro, and it might gather you a Tua following.
And it might gather you a Tua follower.
Brett Favre was on Viking in his whole career.
Josh Allen four times.
If you're allergic to Tua, don't take Tua.
Hey,
I do think,
one more tidbit real quick
to
on the game. The NFL does have a vested interest in seeing the Patriots win, so just keep that on the back of your mind too. They don't doubt for a second that they don't want Belichick versus Brady in the bowl.
That's a good point.
Josh Allen's been looking like Josh Allen lately, though. He's getting hot at the right time. That's why I can't go against Buffalo, man. That man scares me.
The NFL's dream scenario would be Bucks, New England.
Yep,
Super Bowl.
And that is a valid thing to think about. It may not be it may not be actionable, but we all know that refs are controlling the game.
So I'm so glad that you brought this up, man, because I had Wednesday night I went out and I had a big conversation with a friend of mine, and there was about 3 or 4 of us at the table, and we were talking, and the conversation came up, do you think the NFL is rigged? Like, do you think that they're they make sure that the game goes one way or the other? There's nothing in this world, in my opinion. Like, I can be a conspiracy theorist when I need to be, but I don't see the NFL going to a team and saying, "Hey, you guys need to lose this game," or you need to, or to a player, make sure you don't drop, or make sure you drop passes or miss field goals, or referees saying you need. I just don't see that happening. Do you?
I agree.
Shout out to Pamela, bro, because we're talking Buffalo and her favorite thing, them referees, bro. I think
it's a quasi rigging. I don't think they are purposely doing it, but I think that the refs. It is a valid thing to say that when you're coaching in the NFL, that the referees are every bit as something that you need to coach for as anything else. So if Buffalo can overcome the referees that are going to be probably ordered to look for every chance they can get, it's not that they're creating penalties in the right situation, it's that they're taking advantage when they can.
I totally agree.
And also adding some milk to the water, man. What about all these sites like FanDuel and all that? If that wasn't there, then you could say, well, yeah, there's no.
I mean, you can only rig it to a certain amount. If you did,
who's the favorite in Vegas on that game?
Bengals.
I guess Buffalo.
I would say Bengals by 3.5 at least.
So that just ended. We got Buffalo winning, I think, at 76% of you, the fans, picked Buffalo. 73% picked Buffalo to beat the Patriots. Give me a minute.
The Patriots dynasty is over.
It's over.
This is their last little playoffs. The Patriots are going to be saying soon, oh, my God, we don't have offensive line. We don't have this. It's going to be Wack Jones.
We'll see if Master at Work makes a panel and tries to fix his team
Master at Work is listening, bro. The last time that guy got on the panel with me, I sent him to sleep. I told him we were going to beat him.
All right, next game, gentlemen. Pittsburgh and Kansas City.
Oh, man. I'm putting this down. Big Ben beats Patty Mahomes. Pittsburgh wins in an upset.
Not a
Tell me how
chance.
you really feel. No way that happens. No way that happens.
Nah.
I don't think it happens. I think Patrick, I think this is a blowout too. I think this is a blowout. I think Kansas City kills Pittsburgh.
You are underestimating a Hall of Fame quarterback who is on his last run, Steven. You better be careful, man.
I am underestimating.
This
him,
is
and
one
I
of
have
those
no problem.
times where you can't fade
They
yourself.
got lucky
Just
that
take
they got in
Kansas
the
City.
playoffs. Straight lucky.
Let me tell you what Pittsburgh can do to keep this game close and a possible upset. One of you guys just finished saying it. This is Big Ben's last game. He knows it. It wouldn't shock me if this guy's going for it on 4th down in the first quarter. You hear what I'm saying? It's those type of decisions. And if this guy gets lucky and he's converting on 4th downs, keeping drives alive, keeping Mahomes on the bench, he can upset them. He really could.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the football gods in his favor.
That defense
won't be Ben. It'll be
He's not a good quarterback.
He also has
anymore.
Najee Harris, don't forget, who has played outstanding.
If the defense could force turnovers, yeah.
You really, y'all
They
are
need to
serious?
get lucky
You think,
on 4th
I
down.
can't y'all really think the Steelers are going to stack up against?
I
Kansas
really
City?
do.
Oh, not a
No
chance.
I
way.
really do.
Hey,
No way.
Yeah, you see, the
So
thing
the
is,
fact-
Steven, this is playoff football. The team with the better running game usually wins.
Yes, and Steven, all
defense.
Patty Mahomes has to do is play one of those bad games he played in the regular season, and they lose.
That's
How many
it.
did he play bad in the regular season, Steven?
Yeah, but they're
Let's
fully
be honest.
healthy. They're fully healthy. Kelsey, Hill, Hardman, Pringle, they're all healthy.
No, I think Hill got injured the last game of the season.
Well,
but he hurt his ankle, but he'll
real
play.
quick, yeah, he got like 4 fantasy points last week. But the thing of it is that they could beat Pittsburgh without, and they can all, and so I don't see Reed necessarily, focusing too heavily on him. You know what I mean? I think Kelsey's going to have a huge game, like a typical Kelsey game.
Omar Castro says people who believe the Steelers are going to win are the same ones that hate on Tua. They have no.
I got to say something. You know,
Steelers-
I think that isn't Tomlin the only black quarterback left in the league?
Black
Since
quarterback,
2005?
black
Correct,
coach. Yes, he is.
I'm sorry, black coach.
That's correct.
What if Roethlisberger retires and they usher in Deshaun Watson, bro?
Oh
I'm
my
just saying.
God, that's the thing, bro. You
I
gotta
don't even
find
want
a
to talk
way.
about the correlation with that, bro.
Who's your pick, Chiefs or Steelers? Bob?
That's the thing. Who do you think's going to win, Chiefs or Steelers?
Chiefs, bro.
Yeah, me too. I think
You know that Creed
I
Humphrey
think
was one of the top. He's in the top 5 for Rookie of the Year, I think.
Yeah.
And you know what?
The
I'll
rich
tell you
get
right now,
richer, bro, and the
Dudley
losers stay
Durong.
losers, like us.
Dudley Durong was the one that said draft Creed Humphrey. I remember. I'm going to give a shout out to him real quick.
Yeah, Douglas got some good takes, man.
Jorge said, "Are you guys kidding me? I don't know what kidding is, but kidding me.
Kittle.
Don't you know? Don't you know how money is making this era? Pittsburgh's got the referees and Vegas money, man. Nah, see that goes back to what we were just
And
talking
if
about.
Chase
Like,
Claypool goes on one of his, I'm going to
Yeah,
mosh every
no way.
person that every time Big Ben throws it to me, I'm going to mosh the guy.
Yeah, but
not to
the
mention they have good
referees are.
safeties. They have good
I think the
safeties in
referees
Pittsburgh.
in this game, the referees are on KC's side because they're the ones that are the bigger draw as far
Yeah,
as
but
like TV
another
ratings.
thing is they have good safeties in Pittsburgh, and guess what? They can cover Travis Kelce. I mean, I know nobody can cover him, but you can make a game plan around stopping Travis Kelce. Now, Tyreek Hill, that's a whole nother.
And it's in Arrowhead. Those referees.
Yeah, that is a good point,
Referees won't
Epps.
make it out of the stadium if they rig it.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Pittsburgh's got a
Pittsburgh is better
huge
equipped
fan
to
base.
stop Kelsey than Tyreek
All right,
Hill.
so
if
just
Tyreek
so
Hill
y'all
is really
know-
hurt, chances are Kansas
That's
City
what I'm
will
saying.
probably lose
That's my point. And Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill didn't get hurt at the end of the game, Polo. He got hurt in pregame warmups.
Right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. 80% think Kansas City is going to beat Pittsburgh. So at the moment, on the AFC wildcard weekend side, you, the fans, have chosen chalk across the board. You have picked all the favorites to win: the Bengals, the Bills, and Kansas City to win and all the favorites. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the NFC side. And the first game that I'm going to pick here, we're going to talk about are the Cardinals and the Rams. What do you guys think?
Bro, I have a serious thing for the Cardinals. It's like I have a serious thing for Kyler Murray, and I don't know why. I don't think he's a fraud, but I don't think he's consistent enough to just be glamored over.
He's not
Barry
a
Jackson
pocket
just
passer,
tweeted
Polo.
something pretty interesting. I don't know if you want to hear it, Steven.
So what?
Barry Jackson just tweeted something interesting.
Man, this
Give me 1 second. Let me just pull
this is
this up.
such a hard game for me, dude.
I got to be honest. I got to go with
Rams.
the Rams here.
I'm
The
going
Rams are
Rams,
going to
dude.
win this game easily, guys. This is just my opinion.
I think that defense with Ndamukong Suh and
You mean Aaron Donald?
Yeah, isn't Sue
And
with
Von
them too? Oh, no,
Miller.
Sue's over in Tampa. That's
Tampa.
all right.
Murray's just too inconsistent. I got the
but
Rams.
you got Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. I
Von
just don't see
Miller.
that RPO. I don't. However, that all being said, the last meeting at SoFi between the two teams, Arizona won 37-20, but the quarterback stats were almost identical. Arizona edged them out quite a bit in the running game. They rushed for like 70 more yards total than the Rams.
That's the thing. Is James Conner going to play well? That's the question.
He only had 50 yards their first meeting. Chase Edmonds had like 120.
They also had J.J. Watt at that time, though, didn't they?
I'm going to tell you right now, the Rams, I think, are like one of the best teams in the playoffs.
If Stafford
Like,
has a good game, the Rams are going to blow
They're
it.
Stafford
scary.
You know why I said
throwing
J.J.
that
Watt?
ball.
I was
It's
thinking-
beautiful.
Think about how good their defense is stacked.
They also
as well
didn't
as,
have Von Miller, is what I meant.
as well as like
Right.
their
That's
offense
who I
is
was
crazy.
thinking earlier,
Like
Von
Cooper,
Miller.
Cooper Kupp,
Top to bottom.
arguably is top wide receiver in the NFL. Arguably.
Yeah.
Not even arguable. He is.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead. I
he's the-
want to say the Cardinals, but I'm going to say the Rams.
The Rams
with
are going to
Pete
win
because
this game.
the Rams should win this game. I mean, you see, they're all in. They even tweeted on their own Twitter.
And this will be
We're
the
all
second.
in.
And this will be the second time around for McVay in about 4 weeks or 5 weeks that they played them and lost in SoFi. So I just know.
Really? I didn't even think about that.
I just know
wouldn't bet
McVay's
on
going
this.
to have
I wouldn't
something
bet
for
money
him.
on this game. I would not bet money on this game.
Look, it's funny because we're only 2 minutes in, so I'm going to let it go another 3 minutes. Guys, keep voting in the chat. I want to know, do you think the Rams are going to win? Do you think the Cardinals are going to win? We're doing AFC wildcard weekend picks here. I think that I agree. Who was just saying that they don't know if Kyler Murray's a fraud or not?
I am.
Polo.
Yeah,
Because
Polo.
It's so weird, man. It's like
He's up and down again, right? Like you don't know what you're gonna get, but you know when he's on, he's on.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd agree. And the thing that concerns me about Kyler is I think he's the real deal. Like he's legit, but I just don't know how long he can maintain that motor over the years because it is all him, man. Like,
Yeah,
I think
Put it this way:
I
if
think the Rams.
if the Cardinals won, it wouldn't be surprising.
No, it wouldn't.
But I expect the Rams to show.
And I
up.
can see why everybody compares to our guy because if Tua had half the motor that Kyler does, we would be seeing more results out of Tua.
Let me tell you right now,
Thank
Steven.
you.
Sean McVay is in
That's
his
the difference
little
right there.
office.
Yeah.
He's taking Adderall right now, and he is drawing up every little play he can. They are all. They just took.
Well, you
Eric
just
Waddle.
think everybody's on drugs.
They just
you
took
got
Eric
everybody
Waddle out of retirement, dude.
Hey, Color, me and him were talking about that yesterday, bro. We were talking about, in pre-draft, a lot of the pundits were saying, part of the reason that we drafted Hunt as a right tackle was because, Tua's size, and Tua actually came out and publicly stated that, he's having trouble seeing over the line. That's why I don't get when Big John was up here the other day saying he wanted a 6'7" right tackle out of northern Iowa, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I guess, man. Y'all say I like Tua, but I don't get it. But what we were talking about is if you watch Kyler Murray, he's like way behind the line, bro. But
And
where
he's
he makes
shorter
up
than
for
Tua.
it, where he makes up for it is his arm strength, bro. And
That
Tua
arm
doesn't
strength is
have that.
Bingo.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that
arm
arm
strength
strength,
matters.
Kyler can
as
throw
it matters.
60 yards down the field with a flick of a wrist.
when
And
I
I'm
see
just
his
talking
arm strength,
football.
it's
I'm not
amazing.
I'm not being a hater.
matters.
I'm just call it how
It's a
it
fact.
is.
No,
I'm
it's
not
a fact.
being a
And
hater
No,
either.
it's
But
not
look,
about
I gotta
it's
be
not
honest.
it's not about being a hater, Estefan. I agree with you. I think you're calling it how you see it. What I will say to you though, is, the cliche saying of any given Sunday is real, right? But you have to understand, I think when the playoffs happen, I feel like for certain players, a light switch goes on and they become a totally different player. And
I'll be honest. I think this game's a question mark because the Cardinals actually have a pretty good defense. Their front seven is nasty, y'all.
Is J.J. Watt playing?
I believe so. Yeah,
I think he got off the injury.
Supposedly
their front
back to the
seven is
playoffs.
nasty.
Their
I
front
think.
seven is nasty. It's a good
God,
defense.
JJ's hungry too, man.
Let me tell you, after what his brother
I'm
did
telling
this
you,
year,
I'm switching my
this,
pick to the Cardinals.
man,
After
I
what-
think that this game is a 3-point swing, man. I think it's
After
going to
what-
be that close. It might go into overtime, bro. Like
After what
I
So
would
you
not
think-
want
you
to.
think
I
whoever
don't
gets
even
the
want
ball
to pick
last?
this game, bro. That's how close that game's going to be.
That's what I said.
All right,
I would not put money on this game. I would not.
At 59%, you the fans in the chat have voted that you think the Rams are going to beat the Cardinals. So
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, Steven. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, bro.
I mean, I hear you.
Then I'll keep my pick the Rams, so that way we got some variety.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I'm
Rams,
going. You
man.
know, guys, I'm going with Rams automatically.
I'm Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah,
To
I'm
me,
Rams too,
Kyler
guys.
Murray, he's
Odell
not a quarterback.
Beckham,
He's
I
a
mean-
gimmick player.
Yeah, I don't see him lasting.
Odell
I think he'll be
Beckham,
like
Van
Lamar.
Jefferson. I mean, they just Tyler Higbee, Matthew.
All right, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next game, people. One of the classic games. This is like a blast from the past kind of game. I like when old school matchups happen from like the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Oh yeah, I know what
you know.
you're talking about.
The 49ers and Cowboys play this week in the playoffs, which
Niners.
I think it's going to
Cowboys
be a
are one
fun.
and done.
I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I don't
Cowboys.
think that. I think that the Cowboys are going to win personally.
I'm actually
Cowboys are one and done.
Bold
I'm actually a
prediction here.
huge fan.
I
of
don't
the-
see them beating San Fran though.
Bold
man.
prediction here. I have the
I mean, I
Niners
don't see
going
them
to the
losing to San
championship
Fran.
game.
I don't see them losing to San Fran.
Niners are hot. Get
I have the
them
Niners
out.
going
They
to
are
the
hot.
NFC Championship.
Hey, bro, I have the Cowboys going to the NFC Championship game,
I'm
bro.
a huge fan.
The
of
Niners
Dak
are
Prescott,
just a complete team.
and I think
Defense,
Dak Prescott is
offense.
a very, very underrated
I
quarterback.
want
Hey,
the
y'all
Cowboys to
gonna
win. That's
see
probably why the
why
Niners
they
are gonna
actually
win.
tried to. They're trying to interview Kellen Moore. Keep an eye out on that.
I think
Because
when,
there's a lot of Dolphin fans, bro, and people been asking. People don't even know about that kid, bro. But that guy can draw it up, bro. I'm telling y'all, he's the talent.
Cowboys win this
Well,
game.
let me
in my
ask you,
opinion.
why do you think Dallas is always one and done? Like, why is that something that always happens to them?
Why do I think? What
Or
was the
just in
previous
general,
coach?
just anybody on the panel.
It's
Any,
the
No, I'll
Cowboys.
tell you why. I'll tell
Health.
you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you why right now. Because when they had Jason Garrett, see, this is what was important about Flo. Flo actually knew that time of possession is what actually wins you a game. And I got shout out to Color. He actually was talking about this. One of his takes that he gave on the Fence tailgate. When he had said, part of the reason that Flo wasn't unveiling everything and defense and whatnot is because he was trying to get farther into the season before he unveiled his strategy for the playoffs, because that's what championship teams do. Jason Garrett's problem with the Cowboys was he never had his eye on that clock, bro. They would draw up some good plays. They would score. They'd be ahead at halftime, bro. I'm telling y'all, I've watched enough Cowboys games. I know them better than Cowboys fans, bro. But where Jason Garrett always failed was he never kept his eye on that clock and paid attention to time of possession, bro. That's one thing that Belichick does better than anybody in this league, bro.
And you notice, as soon as the Deshaun Watson trade was off the table, Flo comes out, says we're playing a different brand of football, because he knew it was over at that point, and there was no point in keeping everything bottled up until for a postseason we weren't going to get to.
Yeah, man, that's why Dolphins fans don't even realize what a mistake is.
Hold on, Estefan. I want to interrupt you. So my question to the rest of the panel is the same thing. Like, why do you think the Cowboys always choke, though?
They've had a lot of health issues in the postseason, Steven. They're healthy this year.
They have a big blue star on their helmet, and they're called the Dallas Cowboys.
They have
That's why.
Amari Cooper's healthy. CeeDee Lamb's healthy. Zeke is healthy. Is Tony Pollard back yet or no? I don't think he is. I don't know. But their offensive line, I don't see that they don't have a whole lot of injuries this game. And usually when they go into the playoffs, they do.
If you guys look in the YouTube chat right now, the poll is up. There's about 2 minutes left to go in the poll. Take your vote, 49ers, Cowboys. Who do you think is going to win this weekend?
Cowboys.
I don't.
I have a
Niners
feeling
are
we're
a
all
hot
going to be
team.
reminding ourselves Monday
The
why
Niners
Deebo
are a
Samuel
hot
is so good.
team, man. Like I wouldn't bet against the Niners. I think
Remember what you said about Kyler Murray right now, Steven? When he gets it, he's on fire, and they just roll with it. Dak literally threw 5 touchdown passes last week, bro. That guy's gonna roll with that momentum. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna lose.
Dude, they were playing the Eagles, and the Eagles benched most of their team.
No, he played against Gardner Minshew. I know, but at the end of the day, you still got to go out there and play football.
Here's my personal opinion. The Cowboys have Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. They are primed. They have.
Don't forget Gallup.
Yeah, Gallup. They have the team to do it, and
Schultz,
and these people can put up 50 points in a game.
Where's the game? I forgot.
It's in Dallas. It's in Dallas.
Oh.
So, like, I'm telling you, my personal opinion, Dallas is going to straight destroy San Francisco.
I agree, Steven.
I agree, Steven.
I sure hope
you guys know.
I think you guys are going to be surprised.
Tony
San
Pollard
Francisco's going to win this game by at least 10.
Tony Pollard was a full practice participant.
You honestly, Polo, think Jimmy Garoppolo
what's up, Crypto?
is going to the NFC Championship game?
Esther, they are
Take
hot,
your
they
money
are
out
hot right now. They're streaking.
Bitcoin is going down.
Crypto, what's up, Crypto? Say something nice.
Okay,
Got to say something positive up here.
You guys are on the Cowboys hater juice, thinking the 49ers going to beat the freaking Cowboys. You guys
Not me, Crypto.
on field rockers. Cowboys, like Stephen D said, that offense is going to destroy them.
Not me, Crypto.
This offense, this offense.
Hey, don't forget about the Cowboys defense, bro. They're going to destroy Jimmy Garoppolo, bro.
Exactly.
They ain't even talking about that.
They got the guy that's got the most interceptions in the league, and freaking Diggs. And then they got the other guy that's got defensive rookie of the year. I mean,
and they got that.
He won me over with the Garoppolo.
Crypto, have you watched the last few Niners games?
The last who?
Few Niners games. Have you seen how they won those games?
Yeah, but they're not beating Dallas that way. They're not beating
the way they win these games, they run it down your throat. They control time of possession. They score, and their defense is good. I don't think the Cowboys.
That's not going to work.
It's gonna work. It always works.
Hey, two things. Number one, Crypto, you got to say something positive coming up here. So something positive, nice or kind. Go real quick, 2 seconds.
You said say something positive.
It's Spread Con this Friday. You got to say something positive when you get on the panel. Something
Don
nice.
Shula's the greatest coach of all time.
I like it. Okay, that's good enough for me.
Who got his 325th record win?
Paul, you think they're on some kind of win streak, but they beat the Texans and the Falcons. They're not really on any kind of momentum.
Hold on.
The
Second thing
Cowboys
is,
just beat the Eagles.
I just ended the poll closing, and this is the first upset that we have so far. Everything's been chalk so far, but you, the fans, picked 61% the 49ers are going to beat the Cowboys.
Who picked 49ers?
That's all coming from Cowboys.
Because they're haters, bro.
That's unrealistic.
It's not even the Cowboys, I promise you, man.
So who let Stephen A. Smith in the poll?
How are anybody picking? Matter of fact, I want to keep it on the 49ers. How do you guys feel about the Niners using 3 first-round draft picks on Trey Lance, and their starter right now is Thumb Garoppolo?
I mean, I think
it's looking like they made a huge
That's another reason why they don't stand a chance of winning this game. If they wanted to have a chance of winning, they would play Tracy. It would be Tracy.
Not immediately starting for your franchise. You have screwed it up.
Yeah, they've made a huge mistake.
It's a small world after all.
Okay, so
that's a huge mistake keeping Garoppolo on this long.
Just in that scenario.
If you use that much draft capital to get Trey, and you're still rolling with Garoppolo, there's a problem.
All right, next up, we're going to have the number 7 seed Philadelphia Eagles faced on the Tampa Bay Brady's.
Not even close. Tampa Bay.
Upset special.
I have the Eagles winning this, man.
Nah, man. I got the Eagles winning this one. Upset special.
Eagles are going to win this game.
I got Eagles.
You got the best rushing attack, and the Buccaneers are vulnerable.
It's hard
Look,
to get
somebody just got a text message right now, and it says you're delusional for picking
I know.
Half of the Buccaneers squad is out with injuries.
I got a text message.
You think Jalen Hurts is going to beat the Bucs? I mean, come on.
Who is Tom Brady throwing the ball to?
Have y'all been watching Brady?
It doesn't matter who's he thrown the ball to the last 10 Super Bowls he won.
Tom can make anybody look good.
Have y'all been watching the Bucs few games? They almost lost to the Jets. They struggled. They struggled against the Panthers in the first half.
No weapons.
Exactly.
They don't have Godwin. They don't have Bryant. They don't have Fournette.
They don't have.
Let me tell you something.
The Eagles are The Eagles could pull it off. I'm telling you.
The time has come to an end where Tom Brady is winning with JV like squad.
You think Tampa
it's over?
You think Tom Brady's losing on Wild Card Weekend?
No way.
Absolutely, just like he did.
No way.
No,
absolutely, just like he did on Wild Card Weekend against Ryan Tannehill. When Ryan Tannehill only put up 60-something yards and they lost to the Titans on Wild Card Weekend when he was in New England. So it's happened before.
I don't think Tampa Bay makes it to the Super Bowl, but I don't think they lose to Philly.
No, they lose. They lose to Green Bay in the NFC Championship.
As a matter
game.
of fact, Tampa is the luckiest team out of all the playoff teams because they got. I think Philly's the worst.
Let me ask you all a question. Let me ask the panel a question. Do you think it's a small coincidence that Jalen Hurts wears number 1?
No.
And I don't.
No.
I don't either. And I think Jalen Hurts has something really big to prove to somebody down in South Florida. And I don't know, man. Brady's Brady's secondary is depleted. And they almost lost to the Jets because of it. I mean,
let me
let's
tell you
be
something,
honest.
though. Let me tell you something. You're talking about
real quick. Yes, I think Tampa's winning, and they'll lose in the next round to Dallas.
You're talking about the GOAT, man. Let me tell you something.
According to our polls, Dallas isn't even beating San Francisco.
But he hasn't shown that ability in Tampa Bay.
He just won the Super Bowl last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but when everybody was healthy and Kansas City was playing with
I don't care about the full season
from Walmart on the offensive line. That's why.
Listen to Color.
He got away with that one.
You're talking about a player who's out here to prove something, and I even made a video on Jalen.
Tampa ain't New England. Brady can't just use nobodies to win a game like he used to.
One thing about Tom Brady,
just did it last year with
not
no
on the
training
field,
camp,
you
no
frustrate
training
him.
camp, not knowing the players.
He had a weapon.
Still has
He doesn't need a training camp. He's been in the league for 20 years. Stop it.
I have a question for the panel.
He's got Mike Evans and
Hey
Rob
guys, hold
Gronkowski
on.
and
One
Le'Veon
at a
Bell.
time. Hold on. One at a time. Polo, go ahead and ask.
All right. We all can agree that Wild Card Weekend over the years has been wild, right?
Correct.
There's going to be some games that are going to be like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And I think this is
exactly. And this is the game. Exactly. It's given. It's got to be at least one of the 7 games.
The Cardinals beating the Rams. I root for
no, that's an even matchup. The Cardinals will smash them. Cardinals have smashed them 3 times already.
And between the Eagles and the Bucks, which locker room has distractions right now?
The Bucks.
The Buccaneers.
What distractions they have? Antonio Brown. He's gone. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, but
we all can say that's not a distraction. That might not be a distraction to you and I, but any distraction in a locker room causes problems.
Let me piggyback off what
that.
Steven said. Okay, some players in the playoffs just turn on a switch and they're different.
But you
Tom Brady is that
53 players.
Okay, Tom Brady is that person, man. You do not bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. I've lost so much money doing it, and I'm not ever going to do it again.
I feel
I bet against him in that Giants game when Tyreek, not Tyreek Hill.
When he caught
David
that,
Tyree caught that pass. That was $190. That was $190 catch for me because I won that game and pride because they kept the Dolphins as the only undefeated team in the history of professional
remember
sports.
when
David Tyree
at the same time.
David Tyree also gets free beers for life in South Florida.
Yeah,
exactly. He does.
Yeah, Epps, I feel you, man. I know, I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. I'm not happy about picking against Brady. You know what I mean? But
no, I agree, man. I'm
but
saying
you got to understand, Epps. You got to understand. This guy lost to the Saints and Taysom Hill. This is not the great Saints defense, but it's almost the same offense. If Taysom Hill could get it done with his legs, Jalen Hurts will get it done better, bro.
So plus that same Saints team lost to the Eagles. They gave up 40-some points to that same Jalen Hurts team too.
So on his first career start.
Real quick, let me interrupt, guys. Tampa Bay, 58% led the vote. So they have Tampa Bay beating the Rams.
I can't believe it's that close.
So it's not chalk in the West. Or in the NFC, it is. I said the West. In the NFC, it's Green Bay. Obviously, will face the 49ers in the next round, according to y'all, and Tampa Bay will face the Rams in the next round. So Titans, Bengals, Buffalo, Kansas City, Green Bay, 49ers, Tampa Bay, Rams, all playing next weekend, according to y'all. Any thoughts on that?
I didn't hear Eagles.
Wait, who was it?
Yeah, no, the Tampa Bay won the poll.
I know.
So they will be the lower seed. They will be playing what?
So
Green Bay?
49ers is the 6th seed, would be playing number 1. They'd be playing Green Bay. And so the 4 seed Rams would be
Tampa
playing
wins,
Tampa.
won't that mean they play Dallas if Dallas wins?
If Dallas wins,
Dallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's gonna be shockers on two sides. In the AFC, Pittsburgh is gonna upset Kansas City.
Thank you,
and in the
Pete.
No way.
NFC, Eagles are gonna upset.
No way.
Pittsburgh.
They don't have enough
Honestly,
firepower at all.
if you had to
They
ask,
struggled against the Ravens. They couldn't put up no
the
offensive
most likely
showing against the
upset.
Ravens.
The most
Yeah,
likely,
let Steven ask that question.
the most likely upset next weekend, or the most likely upset this weekend, I believe, is
There's
either,
no upsets.
Yeah,
They're
I
all
think it's,
even.
I think it's,
They're
I
all
think it's,
evenly matched.
I think a 5 seed beating a 4 seed will happen. But aside from that, I don't see New England beating Buffalo. I don't see Pittsburgh beating Kansas City. I don't see.
I won't be surprised if New England beats Buffalo.
And I don't see the 49ers beating Dallas.
That wouldn't be an upset.
Whoa, Niners.
That's not an upset if Belichick wins a playoff game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going based on seeding. Dude. That's all.
It's
feasible. You know,
Hey, regardless of outcomes,
it's
we
a
got
lot
some
of
really
parity,
good football
Steven.
games this
It's a
week.
lot of parity.
You know, so look,
It's gonna be a hell of a weekend. You're right.
I'll say the 2 worst teams to make the playoffs are Philly and the NFC, and Pittsburgh, obviously, for the AFC. And aside from those 2 teams getting in,
They both won 9 games.
yeah, I think the league is actually probably the best it's ever been. That Sunday night game, the last Sunday night game, that Vegas Raiders Chargers game.
That's why I say the momentum stays with the Raiders. They're going to beat
Was
Cincinnati.
hands down the funnest NFL game I've watched in a
Steven, I have a question
So
for
can
you.
we all
yeah,
real quick?
crypto.
Can we all acknowledge now then that the same
You guys
parity,
with these chalk picks are
the
nonsense.
same parity that makes these games so great and these teams so even is the same reason we cannot do what the Tuaneers want us to do for Tua?
We need a
Can we
quarterback.
understand that? It's parity. We can't
Well,
just
look,
go and
so-
get
so
all
let's-
these great
let's-
offensive
all right.
linemen.
I think so. You bring up a good point, right? Let's look who's starting at quarterback for these teams: Derek Carr, Joe Burrow, Wack Jones, Josh Allen, Ben Roethlisberger, Patrick Mahomes.
And honestly, we can beat every one of them.
Kyler Murray, Matt Stafford, Joey Garoppolo, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, and Tom Brady. Those are your starting quarterbacks this weekend.
And none of them were drafted top 5. Only Joe Burrow.
And
That's it. He's the only one that was in the top 5.
And if you take any one of those quarterbacks and put them on this
That's how
year's
easy
team,
it is to replace
real
Tua.
quick. If you take any one of those quarterbacks and put them on this team,
Flores
we're a
is
playoff
still-
team.
And
Wait a
the
minute.
Dolphins,
that's
Flores
not
is
what
still
I'm saying.
employed.
That's
I
not
think-
what I'm saying. That's
except
not
for
what
Big
I'm
Ben,
saying.
though.
If you take any of those quarterbacks and put them on our team, we could beat any of those teams.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
drop 2
I don't
on
know
me.
what
any
we
of
got.
those
I don't know
teams,
how
yeah.
what we got so much to repair on our team compared to other teams. Is all I'm saying.
All right, Steven, I have a question for you.
Right.
What's up, buddy?
So, out of the 2 7 seeds from each conferences,
Philly and Pitt.
which one do you think will pull the upset this weekend?
Pittsburgh.
That's a good
All
question.
right, so it's a really good question. Let's break both of them. Let me break both of them down real quick.
Philly has the number 1 rushing attack in the league. That's playoff
you know
built.
me,
Let
Polo.
me
I got both
answer
of
the
those
question.
teams winning.
Pittsburgh
doesn't have enough firepower.
Pittsburgh is playing Roethlisberger is playing his last game for Pittsburgh, right? He's at the end of his career. I think there might be something to be said of that, but I get why people think there might be something to be said of that. I personally think not. I think he's at the end of his career. I think he's playing against Kansas City. There's no way he wins that game. Philadelphia has a rookie quarterback in Jalen Hurts going up against Tampa Bay. And honestly, if I think one could upset, it would be Philly over Tampa. It'd be Philly over Tampa because I'm not sold that Tampa is. I think they're the worst number 2 seed I've ever seen. Like I don't.
100%. They're not
Exactly.
fully healthy.
They're not.
That being
Exactly.
said, that
Hey,
being
I'm
said,
Davis.
if Brady wins this
It's coming,
weekend,
baby.
well, that being said, if Brady wins this weekend, even this weekend, he doesn't have to go all the way to the championship game. But if he wins this weekend, I mean, you have to be in awe over this guy. I mean, we're already there with Tom Brady, but man.
By the way,
Look at
Kyler Murray was a number 1 pick. So two top 5. So Burrow and Murray were number 1 picks.
Yeah, I didn't think
Just
of that.
so you know.
That's true. Good.
Andravia said, y'all have not watched Big Ben this year. Y'all come up here every single day and spread insanity. But I guess that's what makes the show good.
Listen. Hey, hold on. I got a question.
Wait, was that a pro Big Ben comment or an anti?
I got a question. Do y'all think if we
anti.
had Big Ben this year as our quarterback, the full year, do we make the playoffs?
No.
Oh God, no.
No.
The full year
isn't good.
Hold on,
Bro.
Pete. You said for the full year or doing the tour
The
games?
whole
What you
year.
mean?
The whole year.
No.
Think
His
about what
style, we
we went through.
would.
No, sir.
Bro, Big Ben will beat the Raiders. He would have beat the Jags and Falcons. And he would have beat, we're considered, think about us. We're considered one of the best defenses in the league, right? But if you actually pay attention to how the year went, a lot of the chat and fans were complaining a lot about the defense all year. It's
We
only
may
that
have beat the
7
Bills,
game-
Pete, because
it's
Big
only
Ben
that
beat the
7
he beat the
game
Bills this
realize,
year.
And by the way,
second and
Pete,
third
I'll
string
one
quarterback.
I'll one up you, Pete.
It's possible we could have beat the Bills because he beat the Bills already.
I think we would have made playoffs
Pete.
with Big Ben, bro.
Pete,
Yes, we would have. We
any
would have.
game that we lost by the defense was because they were exhausted by the time they got into the
Thank
fourth
you.
quarter. That's the
thank you.
only reason that you go
Hey,
back
Color.
and look at the games that the defense gave up points. It was in the fourth quarter when they were exhausted.
They were very
Man,
tired.
I gotta say, Colors had some damn good takes this past week. Color had a take on Finn's tailgate. I gotta bring it up again about pushing the football down the field, bro. I don't want to take your take. All I know is I actually clipped that take and sent it to EM, bro, and he liked your take, bro.
I think I saw it.
I
You talking
mean,
about all the
verbatim,
pressures
I don't
with
know.
Watson?
I mean, I could send it to you, Steven, if you want to hear it, but damn, Color comes with them bombs, bro.
He knows.
I
he
can't
knows
even
his
lie.
stuff.
Andravia
Trust me.
said you can't talk to him that way.
Yeah, no, Color knows his stuff. That's for sure, man. I've watched.
That's the
him in
thing. You talking
comments.
about the one where he was talking about Deshaun Watson throwing all them touchdowns under pressure? That one?
What's up?
Is that the one you talking about when Deshaun Watson was throwing a bunch of touchdowns under pressure?
No, I'm talking about Color, bro. Color was talking about basically our defense, the way we played, and he was saying, if Tua could have pushed the ball down the field.
Estefan, you're talking about Color. This guy's standing right on top of me. Let
Right,
him
right.
say it, please.
No,
I can't give his take, bro.
Ian, real quick.
I'm gonna clip it and send it to
You don't have
Steven,
to.
and he
He
can put it on
say
his.
it one more time. I need to hear
It
it.
was a great
have a
take,
lot of
Color.
opinion. It's
Say
hard
it,
to
say
remember
it.
exactly
Hold
what
on,
I
hold
said.
on.
So
Hey,
he-
Pete, you're right. Tua is the guy, Pete.
That's right.
Pete Tua is the guy. You know that,
Ian
right?
Rappaport.
That's what
Tua's
I'm up
gonna
here
go
for.
jacket,
Look
bro.
at all these picket pictures. Come on now.
Ian
Y'all haters, man. Tua's gonna be the GOAT.
I brought all my picketeers today, guys. Don't worry.
Y'all shush. I'm trying to talk. Thank you. Ian Rappaport just stated on Pat McAfee's show that he feels like the Eagles have a real shot at beating the Buccaneers. The Eagles aren't as good as the Bucks, but they could win that game. That's his Ian Rappaport's upset of the weekend is the Eagles over the Buccaneers.
I'm telling
And
you.
don't listen to Ian Rappaport. He is an insider. Stick to insider, bro. Being an insider.
I think Hurts took way more offense than we realized to getting shafted out of Alabama. I really do.
Say that again, Steven, because I was lagging.
Ian Rappaport says that he thinks the Buccaneers are gonna get upset this weekend against Philly.
I told you. And I think Big Ben is going to upset Kansas City, but
Insiders.
I might be crazy on that one. But
No, Pete,
yeah,
I
I can't
agree
go
with
with
you
you
on
there,
that,
Pete.
man. I agree with you. The Pittsburgh, Kansas City. I agree with you. Pittsburgh
What were you
wins
saying
that game.
about
That would be
Jalen Hurts,
bad for
Color?
professional sports if the Kansas City Chiefs lose this weekend.
How would it
That
be
would be bad for
Big Ben.
professional
I don't have the
Big
Chiefs
Ben is a
winning.
Hall
I mean, I
of
don't have the
Famer.
Chiefs losing.
because
did
it
you
will be
see
so
Najee
terrible.
Harris, bro?
No firepower left in
Bro,
the.
it doesn't-
Deontay Johnson is not firepower. Chase Claypool
You
is
have
not
what you
firepower.
call.
Devonta
Not
Smith.
enough.
What about Fairmuse? He's healthy, right? He's a great
It's just,
tight end.
it'll be just setting up for bad
Fire
rating
Muse?
in the Super Bowl.
How would it?
Bad
Najee
rating.
Harris?
You know who I'd want to see in the Super Bowl in all
Terrible.
honesty?
It has to be Aaron Rodgers against Mahomes. It has to be.
Yeah,
Under
so
no circumstances.
I'm gonna get slaughtered for this, and I'm sorry, but I truly, this is what I feel. This is the Super Bowl I'd want to see. The Super Bowl I'd want to see is Buffalo versus either Dallas or the Rams.
Trash.
They too one-dimensional.
You like offense.
That's terrible.
I would never want to see
I'd love
That
to
will
see
be the worst
in the
for
Super Bowl.
ratings in the history of professional
Unacceptable,
sports.
Steven.
It's unacceptable.
You do not ever
Hey,
root for AFC East team to make
I'm
the
sorry.
Hey, I
I'm
got
sorry.
some news about the head coaching position, y'all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
So word just came out that Boyer is actually being considered to be the favorite.
There you go, guys.
The
Hey, man.
favorite for
Who's
what?
reporting that?
Hold on, real quick.
3-win season inbound.
Listen, bro.
Where are you
The
getting
favorite for
If
what?
that
A
happens,
defensive coordinator?
listen.
Did he lose
If
his play
anything
calling
like that happens,
That's not gonna ever happen.
listen. If anything like that happens, just know we're gonna become reality TV stars because we're
We
gonna
already
be
are
insane.
in reality.
We already are.
I just
Well,
hope
I'm
whatever
talking
coach.
about we're gonna have other fans from other teams come over here on a daily to
Estefan,
hear
where
this.
is your sources from?
I just hope whatever coach brings Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach.
You're the star,
Jake
Steven.
Daniels is going to be the
Esther,
coach.
we recorded this, Esther. Please
Get ready
don't
for the
Hey, bro, I
announcement
can't tell
tomorrow.
y'all. I can't tell y'all.
Estefan, you know what? Your speaking privileges have been revoked.
Nothing makes me
Oh,
more
the Senior
upset.
Bowl weekend.
okay,
My
I'm
bad.
just
They're
telling
going to
y'all that's
announce
what
the
I-
Senior Bowl weekend.
Nothing, Steven, nothing makes me more upset than when people get up here. There's a few people that do it. They say they have inside sources. And I just don't.
Hey, don't kill the.
Epps, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, right now, Estefan, you're on mute.
If you don't have
Epps, that is unacceptable.
tell me.
Who
I don't want to
cares?
hear.
I
I
can't
can't
even
tell
deal with
you
you
who
right
my
now, Estefan.
sources are.
Estefan, you're in timeout for 2
come on,
minutes. You
man.
just need to chill.
Epps.
You're in
Epps,
timeout for 2 minutes.
that is unacceptable.
Epps, please give me your quote.
Man, y'all didn't even let me finish reading.
Nope. I gave you a chance to ask where your source came from.
Unacceptable.
You said no. It's unacceptable.
Bro, I'm unable.
Nope. Not going to do it. You get
But
2
to
minutes.
be fair, I did
Get 2
read a
minutes.
report. I did read a report that the Miami Dolphins would draft Kenny Pickett, and I don't know. You got to trust me because he's gonna be a Dolphin real soon.
Oh my God, y'all are just on some
Polo, you heard it here first.
Y'all are taking the drugs that.
I
Once
think
again, what
about
Epps
Kenny
talking
Pickett,
about.
man.
I guess you don't
guys
want to
know.
hear.
Kenny Pickett?
Listen.
Seriously? That means
Okay,
they have to give
your
up
ears.
3 first-round picks to get him.
Bro,
Go ahead.
I was trying to tell y'all I was still reading the article to figure out who the source was because I didn't get to.
Where did the article come from, Estefan?
I can't tell you who it came from, but I'm telling you, it was a rumor, bro. That's what's being rumored right now.
You
There's
know
no
how many
source.
rumors are out there?
Boyer?
There's a rumor that I'm going to become a millionaire in the next year. I hope it happens. Please let me know.
And me and Steven, and
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be
how
his
it's going to
number
happen,
two,
but
bro.
that's a rumor.
Andreas, I'm gonna be his number 2 when he becomes a millionaire. So what?
Hey, but for real though, I did send you an art.
There's a rumor that somebody's going to donate $100 right now in the donation.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay,
That's
but
a rumor. I don't know if that's true.
Read the chat though, Steven.
Hey, Steven, I gotta run. I got an electrician here to replace my electric panel, so I gotta shut off my power.
Well, that's what an electrician would
Hey,
do.
man,
He
please,
would
Cole,
replace
come
the
up-
electric.
Could I make
come up
one
here more, man. I really
Sure.
They could be fixing a light switch, Steven.
Can I just
They
give one last- Can I
could
just
be
give one
fixing a
last
light
word
switch.
real quick?
Go ahead, Color.
You the man,
final
bro.
thought of the day.
So I was just perusing this new article from Armando Salguera from Outkick, that was retweeted by Barry Jackson, and I just wanted to. I don't want to read the whole article or nothing. Everybody can check
I sent it to you, Steven.
But there's an interesting part that I do want to quote here. It says, and it's talking about it was talking about how Flores kept repeating that Tua was our quarterback in public. And then he says, privately, Flores was not a big fan of his starting quarterback. The picture one gets from multiple sources, including coaches on the Flores staff, is of a coach frustrated by Tagovailoa's work ethic. Flores thought it was, per one source, shitty. Swear jar. Flores was frustrated because he didn't think Tagovailoa put in extra time on Mondays and Tuesdays during game week. And if you know Flores, this won't surprise. Flores didn't keep quiet about it. He was really hard on Tagovailoa about it, per a source, even in the presence of others. When Flores would find out
to do that.
Wait, real quick. When Flores would find out Tua was golfing on off days during the season, he'd become upset and criticize him for that.
Which he should.
That's kind of
No, he
weird. though.
shouldn't.
That's kind of
Let
weird.
Hey,
that
there's
man
another
live. It's his
article.
off. He's not supposed to have
There's
a life.
another
Not when
article
you're
I
out there
sent.
listening to the Jazz and the
Steven.
Falcons. You shouldn't be golfing on Monday, Pete.
No, your life's supposed to be
Steven, that's
golfing.
unacceptable.
No,
Unacceptable.
you're wrong.
That's weird. That's
That is
his off day.
unacceptable.
No off days.
Damn it.
No days off.
So number one, two things. Number one, color. Is that your final thought?
Yeah, I gotta go, guys. I really
Easy
appreciate
color.
you guys' reception, man. I'm fully happy to be around as much as I can. And you
Hey,
guys
man.
do a great show. Thanks a lot.
No,
All right,
thank
color.
you, man. I
Hey,
appreciate
color.
Swear jar color.
Ask your electrician if he has the inside scoop on the Dolphins. Then come back and tell us on the next panel.
But I would also encourage everybody. The reason I put the Joe Rose mention in my avatar is because I would encourage everybody to listen to yesterday's radio broadcast in the morning where he sits down with Baldinger and talks about the whole debacle. I think you guys will find it fascinating because when two and ears start appealing to authority and saying that we don't know football and all that. Look, this is the guy that color commentates the radio broadcast for our football team every Sunday for like the last 30 years. So if you can't trust his eyes, I don't know what to tell you. I just can't debate it.
I don't know what to tell you. All right, color, get out of here. Go deal with your electrician, bro. Thank you.
Hey, Steven, you know, I've been hearing about that all year, bro. About Flo not being. What he was actually very upset with Tua's work ethic, bro.
All right, well, let me.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Hold on. Let me break this down. Number one, I'm going to do final thoughts of the day after this because I got to get out of here in a little bit. I want to break this down for you in its simplest form. I knew that come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, over the next week, once this news broke, that there were going to be a ton of stories of people with insider information. I think there's some truth in all of it, and I think there's some exaggeration in all of it too. And here's what I mean by that. I think that there was a rift between Flo and Tua. I think that there might have even been arguments and full blown out confrontations. I don't put that past. But insiders, like beat writers, aren't even allowed in the facility. So unless a player or a coach is outright divulging this information to somebody, which I don't necessarily put it past, I'm just going to say that right now I'm not necessarily inclined to 100% believe every story that comes out. Now, I think that there was
I'll go first.
Hold on.
I'll go first on final take, bro.
All right, Estefan, hold on. The other thing I want to say to that is I think that what we need to realize here is the reason that Flores is gone is because there wasn't a relationship between Tua and him. And I think Ross chose Tua and Greer over Flores. I don't know if that's the right decision. I don't know if it's the wrong decision. I just know it's the decision that was chosen by Stephen Ross. And there's nothing like the proof is in the pudding. Flores is here, Flores is gone, Tua's here. Flores is gone, Greer's here.
So the facts are in the pudding, Steven, and I'm gonna head off with this one.
Oh,
Coach
damn,
Flores,
I wanted to go first, Pete.
Go ahead.
No. Look. I believe that we made the wrong decision. Flo should not have gone. He's more inclined about the game of football than Greer or Ross put together, for one. Number two, Tua had his time to prove himself, and he didn't. So I'll leave you. That's not my final take. This is my final take. Let's see. This one's from.
The Spurs suck. I know.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Let me pull it up real quick.
You're supposed to. It's final thought. And by the way, you're
okay. Listen. It's Barry Jackson. Barry Jackson. Interesting piece from an old friend. Source close to Flores told me
we're gonna do for the rest of
this week that Flores coveted Watson more than anyone in the organization, even though Ross was intrigued too. And then it says Armando said Flores told people we'll never win a championship with this guy. And then underneath it has Armando Salguero that responds to this and says knew how Brian Flores really felt about Tua Tagovailoa. That's it. And then underneath it says Barry.
Brian Flores had obvious doubts about Tua, yet he still put Jesse Davis out there every single week at right tackle. I like that tweet. That's a good tweet right there. To each his own. All right, look. All right, so Estefan, are you done? Are you done, Estefan?
Yep, I'm done, man. I'm done.
All right, man, get out of here. Go.
I'll
Bye,
tell you if
Felicia.
it's a rumor. I'll tell you if it's being reported. Later,
Get out
bro.
of here. Bye.
Have a great weekend, Esther. Enjoy playoff football, bud.
Pete,
Look,
final
my
thought
final
today.
thoughts, guys.
And by the way,
Everybody
by the way, final thoughts are also on Spread Kindness Friday. Supposed
Listen.
to include an act of kindness in your final thought.
Here's the act of kindness. I always start off with it. My final thoughts. Blessed day to everybody here up on the panel. Have a blessed weekend. Everybody out there listening as well. You guys already know we're gonna get breaking news, more content, and it's gonna be beautiful. But here's my thing on the whole Flores and Greer. You got to take things at face value sometimes. And at the end of the day, the owner came out and stepped out and told us exactly what it is. And that's what it is. You guys are even talking about it. Communication issues. They weren't getting along. Nobody has to try to convince us or tell us with reports that Flores is not he was not happy with Tua. The guy was getting benched multiple times when he's not injured. You don't do that to your franchise quarterback. He's getting out on third downs. It's clear to see that the coach, what he really wanted to do was find a way to win. He didn't care who the quarterback was, but he just wants the way to win. I'm not buying none of these reports like you're saying, Steven, on this guy this or now Flores this. They're just doing that now because, in my opinion, this has been part of the Dolphins' plan for the last 3 years. Ross clearly said it. It was Greer's plan. It's a plan. It was a plan to tear it down. We were never supposed to win. We were supposed to just build up a young, talented roster, get as much capital as we can, and look forward to what we have. And it was going to take 2 to 3 years. And that's where we stand at now. Flores was not going to buy the new quarterback. He's not buying. He's not in for it. That's my opinion. You guys have a blessed day.
You too, Pete. Enjoy football this weekend. Love you, Pete.
Man.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 apps.
Hey, man. Steven, man, I want to tell all of you guys, I love all you guys, man. I hope you guys all have a blessed weekend. Enjoy playoff football. We're not in it, but, hey, man, it is what it is. I'm going to tell you right now that all my Picketeers are welcome to come and jump back on. This is flip-floppers, So, Andrevius, you can come back and come to pick an ear. All right? It's okay.
We're waiting for you, Andrevius.
I hope all you guys
never going to be on this team.
I'm going to say, I hope all you guys have a blessed weekend. And I agree with Pete and Steven about all these rumors. Every time after something big happens, a bunch of stuff comes out.
That's why I haven't even brought it up. Everybody's sent me stuff, and I love y'all who've sent me stuff. Don't think that's not the case.
It's like I
refuse to talk about stupid rumors.
If you go into a room and there's 100 people, you tell one guy the news. By the time it gets to the 100th person, it's going to be completely different. So that's just a fact of the matter.
Yes.
So, let's enjoy football. All stay blessed. All have a safe weekend. And I love all you guys. Fins up. And let's just, Steven, keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, Epps, come with a Pickett avatar.
I don't change my avatar because then people won't see, because I bring people here. They want to see Epps.
They want to see
I don't
Epps,
change
man.
my avatar.
He's not about that Pickett life. He's about Epps.
But no, seriously. Peace out, guys.
You can't say that, Epps. You can't. What is it? You can't treat people like that.
Like that, man.
Yeah, you can't treat me like I did. And that's another thing. I will say off by this. Tua is weak-minded. He's soft as cotton candy.
You can't say that.
You
can't talk about people like that.
He's soft as Charmin, and we all know it. Okay?
That's not Spread Kindness Friday.
You saw what a real man did when a coach talked to him bad. Antonio Brown. He took off his clothes. He told him to F off, and he left.
Epps,
all right, mute Epps. Antonio Brown is a madman. That's what he is.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Go Deep, Tua.
Okay, everybody. Here's what Ross said about the whole coach thing and the Tua thing. He says, I have a lot of confidence in Tua, and I think the next head coach will work with him, or whoever else.
Look at Christolakis real quick. Define a stupid rumor because I heard Tua's dad is controlling that he sleeps in the same bed with them at night, puts his mom's on the couch.
Damn. All right.
Sorry, Dolphin Don. I just had to play it.
No.
All good, man. Well, I just wanted to say, basically, Ross jumped over the fence. He didn't straddle the fence about, okay, I'm going to keep Tua or whatever. He jumped over it 2 or 3 times. I don't know where the heck he stands. And it sounds hollow to me.
Good.
Yeah, and it sounds hollow to me. So I'm saying, okay, we're going to get a new quarterback. Maybe they give Tua 1 more year. I don't see it though. My intuition tells me that we're going to draft somebody.
Your intuition is bad.
Well, I
don't
say that.
ever become a psychic. That's not the
We are picking.
I ain't Miss Cleo, bro. But
We
you know
are
what? I say that with the prefaces. Okay, if Nakobe Dean winds up at 22, right where we pick, or wherever, 24, we're probably gonna get Nakobe Dean. But I don't discount the fact that we could trade up and use some of our capital to get a quarterback, a true quarterback.
There are no quarterbacks
That
in
would
this
be a
draft.
true quarterback.
reset.
Do you see what's up here? You see all 3 Pickett's? We are Pickett.
Hey, Andrevis, man.
Did you just say we are Pickett? I love it. We are Pickett.
We are Pickett.
We are Pickett Nation. We are picking on. Picking on. We got Tua on. Now we got picking on.
Yeah, but who would Tua start for this year?
The Broncos.
The Dolphins.
If we don't get Deshaun Watson, the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins. That's who he start for.
All right, y'all. Love always. I got to get this.
Don, you're the man, brother. Be good.
All right, take care, Dolphin Don.
All right, let's go to crypto.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he'll start for the Dolphins if we don't get Deshaun Watson. He definitely got a guaranteed spot here. If we don't go another way from him. So I'm not worried about Tua. I'm actually not worried about Deshaun Watson. Like I said, my screws and my guns are pointed towards the new coaching hire. It's unacceptable if you lose more than freaking. If you don't win 11 games or more, it's unacceptable. But that's where all my guns are at. Based on this, Stephen Ross said we're upgrading the coaching position by definition. So if we're upgrading the coaching position, we should be upgrading the wins as well. So I don't want to hear no complaints, regardless of who quarterback we have, if it's Watson or Tua. We should be winning 11 games or more. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's where I'm at.
Crypto, you're the man, brother. Thank you for coming on. Spread.
You tell him, Crypto. You tell him.
Yep.
Easy, Crypt.
All right.
Let's go to Andrevius. Obi-Wan to Anobi.
Listen to me, guys. I don't care if y'all don't believe in Tua. I don't need you to believe in Tua. But if you think we're drafting a quarterback, you must want the same insanity to go on for the next 2 or 3 years, because that's what we're going to be developing a quarterback, and half the fan base is going to say get rid of the guy, and half the fan base is going to say keep the guy. It's going to be the same thing. If that's what y'all want, I mean, that keeps the show interesting. It does keep the show interesting. Maybe y'all just rooting for the show to stay interesting. I get it. It makes sense now. Go Kenny Pickett.
They want what's best for me. Like for example, there's a rumor. There's a rumor. I don't know if you guys heard that somebody's going to donate $100 today. That's a rumor. I don't want to say it's facts. It's a rumor that somebody's going to donate $100 today.
Listen, all I'm saying is we're not drafting a quarterback unless it's like the 6th or 7th round or some crazy mess like that. But hey, y'all guys have fun hyping up. Hey, all off season to the draft. I'll help y'all hype up the Kenny Pickett train thing. Let's do it.
Go Kenny Pickett.
Let's go all in. We're drafting Kenny Pickett.
So you're a Picketeer?
I'm not a Picketeer. I just want us to do a live show on draft day when we don't get Kenny Pickett. So we got.
By the way, I'm setting all that up. You guys are going to love the coverage I have for the draft. By the way, so yeah, it's going to be good. I got some big announcements to make next week too. I think you guys are going to like.
We're gonna have so much fun.
We're gonna have like 3 new shows added to the lineup on at nighttime. Actually, 3 to 4 new shows, depending on what gets finalized here in the next week. And then Monday mornings, we're gonna have a morning show, but it's not going to be Clock Blockers Tuesday. Clock Blockers will be on Tuesday through Friday, and Monday I'm going to have a new co-host. That is a big name co-host. That is a big name in South Florida sports. That is going to do the Monday morning with me, and we're just going to make it live, and it's going to be a brand new format.
I'm just going to leave the Picketeers with this question: how high do you think we have to trade up in the draft to get Kenny Pickett?
Number 5,
top 10. I think you can get him in the top 10.
So when whoever's picking at who's picking at 4, I don't know. Whoever picking at 4. When you don't see anything about the Dolphins trading for the 5th pick, what are we going to be saying then?
We're gonna trade number 8. I don't think he's gonna go. We're gonna. We're drafting.
Okay, all right. Pickett 2022.
Andre said, let's start our own 2 and On channel. Only Stephen D and Reason are welcome as guests. Oh, and Larry.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it, Vaughn. Let's do it. Vaughn's local too. We can link up in real life. Let's do it, baby.
DDG said co-host. What is that, like co-OCs? I think you're gonna like what I got lined up for y'all starting not next week, but the week after. But I'll make the announcement next week.
Is it Brian Flores? Did you get
It's
Brian
not
Flores?
Brian Flores, but it is a big, in my opinion, it's a big name in South Florida sports.
Brian Flogues?
That I'll be doing a Monday show with, Monday morning show with, which I'm pretty excited about. All right, get out of here, Andrevius. I love you. Bye. Drink your tea. All right, Kenny Samoan Slayer. And shout out to Pete. Ron, bad investment with that Tua crowd getting small. Kenny Samoan Slayer. Samoan. Hello, Kenny Pickett.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hey man, it's level 2 noob.
Well, level 2 noob.
What is going on, man?
You know who you sound like? There's a YouTuber that does a gaming channel. I can't think of his name. God, but you sound just like him. Matt 2348 or Matt 2345, something like that. But you sound just like him.
Don't know nothing about that, but
okay. All right.
But I appreciate you letting me get on the channel and talk a little smack.
Anytime, man. You're part of the family now. Family.
I know it took me a minute. I'm a tightwad. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, well, you know what? On all seriousness, anybody who donates anything to the show, I am gratefully appreciated. But anybody who signs up to do the monthly thing, it means a lot because it means you're invested into the show and you're invested in me. And I want you to know my goal is to give back. And I hope that I've been doing that, which is why you chose to come on and be a member. And just know that, I got a lot of content coming out, man, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a great show. I really enjoy it. And actually, talking about little Spread Kindness Friday, this is Dougly Do Wrong, because that's actually how I found your channel, was through him.
Shout out to Dougly Do Wrong. I like it.
Right.
Did he say it? Did he just say, go check me out or something? Just out of curiosity.
No, I was watching some of his older stuff that I hadn't seen, and you guys had done a video together.
I love Doug. Doug's the man.
And I watched. That's what sent me over here, was that video that you guys did together.
I'm going to have to get back on his channel in a little while. I haven't been up there in a while, but I do love Doug. Doug is great. Shout out to Dougly Do Wrong. So,
yeah. All right, man. I'll let you finish this up. You guys have a good weekend. And I'll catch you next time.
Be good, man.
All right,
take it easy, brother.
All right. And then there was one. Polo.
Yes, sir. Look, Steven, I had a revelation the other night. The football gods came to me and they said, hey, we're going to bless you. This time we're going to bring you a Dan Marino that can actually win the Super Bowl. And now we're going to get him. Come April, we're going to get him.
This is why I left you for last today, because I just knew you were so optimistic about being a Picketeer.
And you could talk to Pickett however you want. You see how Tua's like, you can't talk to people like that? You could talk to Pickett however you want. You know why? Because he's a baller, okay? He's going to be coming in. He's going to be slinging the rock. We're going to be winning. And if Flores was here, he would have been happy. He would have loved his work ethic. It would have been perfect. But don't worry, guys. We are Picketeers.
We are picking on. You're picking on and Picketeers. Picketeers and see, you guys are funny, man. I love y'all. All right, y'all the best. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Polo, for everything. And now you've brought it. You created a whole new nation. See what you did? Man. You created a whole new nation with your
love it.
With your craziness this morning.
Come join us. All right, Steven, man.
You're the man, brother.
Show, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate it. Be good. All right, this is Spread Kindness Friday. It's your boy, Stephen D. Had a great time with y'all this morning. This was a lot of fun. Look, it's Spread Kindness Friday. Let me end Spread Kindness Friday the way that I always do. I deal personally with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, and you never know what somebody's going through. You never know how how depressed, or you never know what somebody's going through in their life. And you never know what just a text message can be of, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? How you been? Can mean to somebody. So my spread kindness tidbit for you today is to text somebody you have not texted in a very long time. And just let them know that you're thinking about them. Find somebody in your phone, go through it. You're on your phones all the time. You're probably watching me on your phone right now. And I want you to go find somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time and just let them know that, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hit me up if you just want to talk. And you never know what type of difference that can make in somebody's day. And, I just want you all to know that I'm, part of what I do when I was out for, except Kristalakis says, except when we send text to Steven to see if he's not dead and he doesn't respond. That's literally what I was about to bring up, Kristalakis. I was sick and I still kind of am at the end of it for a week and a half. And I kind of shut everybody out, but hey, even I deal with it too. I deal with shutting the world out and not being, want to, be part of society. Like I just want to, sometimes this is tough to do. Like I'm not, let me tell y'all, money aside, whatever, this is tough to do this I love it. This is what I want to do with my life. I want to create something that's bigger that's ever been created. You guys know that more than anybody. And because you guys are here with me on a week in, week out morning. There's only 6 to 6 of y'all watching right now. I have no problem saying this and being transparent with you guys. And I've done this before and I'll do it again. This is what I want to do. I am creating something at Miami Sports Music Podcast Network that can be a South Florida media conglomerate in the future. And it starts with me. And it starts with me doing content on a consistent daily basis. This is not what I'm not making. The money that I make from this goes right out the door. So when you guys donate $1, that dollar helps. When you guys share and let people know, that helps. I'm not growing without you telling people about my show. I don't grow without y'all's help. So just understand, part of the reason that I also do this too is because I know, like when I was sick for that week and a half and I didn't have that show, that a lot of y'all hit me up saying, hey man, I feel lost without this show. And, that's what, this is. I hope that this show is. I hope that this show is something that allows people every morning the opportunity to have something to look forward to and start their day out on a positive note. And that's what I want Clock Blockers to be on a day in, day out basis. Something that is a positive fixture in y'all's lives, whether it's in season or out of season, whether it's Dolphins, Heat, Panthers, whatever. That's what I strive to be. So y'all are the best fans. And I'm not just saying that. I mean that. All 62 of y'all watching right now. I mean every single part of that. Because the 62 of y'all are watching when there's one day 6,000 people. Pray that happens one day, or let's go to 600 first instead of 6,000. When there's 600 of them, I'll remember the 61 that are y'all watching now. So just know that, I appreciate y'all and everything that y'all do. And thank you so much for everything that you guys have always done for me and continue to do for me. And I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the text. Keep sending them. Even if I don't always respond, I need that positive affirmation too, to let me know that you guys care and you guys are there. And I will do a better job of responding, but you guys can keep me on my toes. Just know that I do appreciate when y'all text and y'all tweet at me and follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. So we'll be back Monday morning. I will let y'all know the decision is, I have no beef with Big O. I love Big O, but it is not Big O. I'll give you that much. It is not Big O. But yes, starting the 24th, I guess that's 2 Mondays from now, not next Monday, but the Monday after, there'll be a brand new Monday morning show. It'll be a brand new setup, brand new, the way that it's done and structured and everything. But Tuesdays through Fridays will always be Clock Blockers. But I am excited about this Monday show. It's going to be a big deal. And then I also have about 3 or 4 new shows in the works, partnering up with, and you guys know about this, Finn's Tailgate and the Miami Sports Fanatics. They're going to be coming in, doing shows on content on my network and becoming part of the family here. So we're going to try to have, my goal is to have a show on every day of the week eventually and have content for y'all all the time. So just know that I'm trying to do that and make that happen. And I can't do that without y'all's help. So donate, share, let people know. Chef Shu said, that's right, Stephen D. We are invested in you and the show. I appreciate it, Chef Shu. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We are going to go there. All right. Have fun watching football this weekend. Follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be on Twitter watching the football games this weekend at Stephen D SKPL. It'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, let's have a good time. All right. I'm going to play one more song. If you guys want to donate in this last, or I get one more person to sign up to become a member, I'd love to have one more person. We got 3 people to sign up today. Can we get one more? Can we get 4 people? Jersey's Dolphins says, you have a good voice, Stephen, and attitude. No reason why your show can't grow. I appreciate that, Jersey Dolphins. My hope is the same thing, man. My hope is the same thing. Let me put this video file up here, and let's have some fun. And I will see y'all Monday. Clack Blackers. See y'all Monday. Have fun this weekend, y'all. Sign up, become a member. Donate to the channel. Let's go.
I remember, don't worry. Do you remember? I remember how it all began. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. Do you remember? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. Hold on, we fell in love. You remember the time? How could I ever forget? You remember the time? Hold on, we fell in love. You remember the time? How could I ever forget? Coming in the air now. We fell in love. You remember? Coming in the air now.
Our first time, we our best time. It turned into nighttime. I'm sipping on a fine wine, shining like the skyline. Wish I could rewind time and replay it in my mind. Replay it in my mind. Oh, they'll never know this love and how it feels.